You can't read time?
But why you got a clock though? Like I can read time, but I gotta like look at it. So like, okay, is it?
It's almost 7.
Why don't we get sophisticated?
You ain't have no game night this week, are you?
Yeah. You probably are since I gotta work that day.
I got shit to do this weekend.
Oh, well then, whoops.
Ain't no whoops, nigga.
I want to play some Uno. Nah, man. I want to play some Uno. I want to get some, but nah, I may not do it though.
Why you can't have game night next week?
That's all I'm saying.
Because next weekend is Daddy weekend.
Bro, this weekend is Daddy weekend.
But I just won't do it.
What?
You got kids.
We'll see what's happening next weekend.
I was gonna say something, but I was joking. I ain't gonna say it.
You thought we was getting kinky, right?
No, I'm gonna say y'all
Every
take
day
girl.
is Daddy Day.
I take it back.
Hey, well, you got a good home. We ain't got good homes.
I for sure got to get it on next weekend.
You got a stable home and shit.
Oh.
Wait, why you look like you? Nah, I ain't gonna.
Nah, come on.
Oh.
Come on, Joe.
You went to GG's, right?
Yeah,
you know what that is.
No, I ain't hear him.
Walking through ass,
I ain't hear you.
You know what that is?
Got to help him see
GG's.
But you're not black, bro. And I ain't got nothing to part you.
It's a beauty supply store.
It's
It's where black women, or black people in general, but mostly women go get hair products.
And some niggas.
And then they got like a abundance of do-rag collections.
You went to
That
Sally?
nigga said Sally. Actually, Bro Cuts.
If I go to broke, I go to sports clips.
For feeling risky, I go to sports.
Yeah, that's why I'm feeling good. Look at that.
You know what Jenny's is?
Yeah, I heard of Jenny.
Okay, cool.
Ooh.
I ain't heard of Jenny, though.
Who is she? Look at that nigga.
But yeah, we
Sorry.
we went to that one in Arlington off what is that, Cooper?
The green one?
By Chili's. That new one they built by the Chinese place.
Yeah.
Boy,
That
that shit.
been about China.
That hoe got do-rags for days in that hoe.
Every one of them over there.
All different
I
types
know
of
you're talking
hair.
about.
Nigga, I ain't no fucking
That's why I
bow
got
wow
my
had
little
that many poses, boy. That
You
nigga,
saw that?
That
Hey.
nigga was hitting them hoes.
Listen.
That nigga was hitting them hoes. Had all the that nigga had all the different
That
do-rags.
nigga had different do-rags for different occasions and shit. I was like, damn, they got a sports do-rag.
Hey, that shit was
Yeah,
fun.
speaking of do-rags, I got my shit custom made. So we gonna show
For real?
Yeah.
For Africa?
You got it custom made for real?
Yeah, these
That
are all
nigga-
custom made.
That
You
nigga
a
said,
goddamn life.
I'm gonna shout her out when we start the pod.
Okay, good.
that nigga said,
And she's coming to the shoot tomorrow if y'all want to buy some, $10 a piece.
She was like, I do masks. He was like, nah.
I want a do-rag.
You do do-rags?
She's do-rags, right?
You
won't worry.
Oh, man.
That nigga Wes was, she was like, hey, I do masks if you need one. He was like, nah. Do you do do-rags?
And if you can I get a shooting sleeve? Look,
I want something like it's so
nigga
passion but hard at the same time.
like a little prison. No, I think go ahead.
You know I'm mad because I thought I was coming in. I thought I was coming in on some shit today, and y'all like, oh my ass.
No, but it look like you got that whole out of
Everybody shut it down.
Like I really been brushing the fuck out my hair.
I thought that was like a Cisco situation going on. Like you might got that bitch from Cisco or something, bro.
Ooh.
Like,
Joe, that nigga was probably ironed that shit.
He is killing
That nigga said,
That nigga ironed that hoe and everything.
My boy getting his
Joe, the only nigga with shoulder pads in his crew neck.
God damn.
oh, that's shoulder pad. That nigga little, that's why. You don't know what that means.
Nigga play fullback and shit.
Boy.
Welcome to our new episode of D510 Podcast. It's your boy, the leader, DeeJay, here with my fellas.
It's your boy Wes, man. It's good to be back. Couple
Do-rag,
things.
do-rag.
First of all, shout out Miss Low Key. She designed this do-rag. Y'all go check out her page. That's Low Key 2x_. Shout out to DP Nation video shoot tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Dropping the hottest record of the summer.
It's still spring. Go ahead.
It is. That's what I'm saying.
He said getting ready for the. I'm
you gotta drop it early,
You know
right?
what I'm saying?
Boy,
Yeah.
Brian, you know what I'm saying? I'm always here. I wasn't here last week, but oh well, fuck it. Go ahead, Joe.
Oh, wow. This is Johvan Lockett. Also known as Johvan Lockett. Brian wasn't here last week.
What's going down? It's your boy Rick back again, baby.
Shout out Linda and Ashley with us every Friday as well. How y'all week been? It's been long as hell.
Yeah, it really
What?
has.
I'm talking about truly.
It really has been long.
On me, it did feel like it's been longer than a week, bro.
Where you go this week?
I was in Abilene.
You always in Abilene. There's a lot of everything good out there.
I just in Abilene just one time.
Nigga, every time you
Before this time that I'm in Abilene right now, I haven't been out of Abilene probably about a almost probably like 5 or 6 months.
Bro,
It's either Abilene or Lubbock.
I
It's
saw
a lot
some
of
like some,
elevators
yeah,
out
bro.
there.
I saw some Abilene matches in your car. No cap.
So they ain't just running out of jobs to do out there.
Nah, it's just like shit. They steady building new shit. So I mean, like right now we at ACU, Abilene Christian University.
Okay.
So
the one that be
they
Texas?
building a new.
Relax.
They build.
You seem to be texting the tournament, right?
Relax.
Okay.
The team that got way more pro athletes and Louisville will ever
Talking
dream
about the
of having.
recent. What have you done for me lately? When okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the team that
Yeah,
developed
But
pro athletes. Go
anyway,
ahead.
they building a new dorm hall, so it needs to elevate.
Okay, for Abilene Christian, good basketball.
Louisville needs something so they can start going up.
My week has been hell. Well, no, I ain't been hell. It ain't been hell. Today been hell.
What came down from that high?
Yeah, man, I had a light week, and then today this.
I'm really married. Fuck.
How much did you?
I did that dumb shit, didn't I? I really went through with this shit. Did none of my niggas stop me? Did none of my niggas stop me? Shit! Joe, he called me. Why you stop me? Why you stop me? I was like, damn.
Oh, you want to do this fucking podcast?
No,
I want to do this podcast, no
fuck all
motherfucker.
that. I'm happily married. So y'all kiss my ass.
They blew your ass up at work, huh?
Today they did. They gave me with 80 stops. Well, I got the country route, so
They said this shit like it was something.
no, nigga, it's a country route. You know, it take like
It do take
5 to 10 minutes to get to each
down the
stop.
driveway.
Yeah.
So
The country route.
you know what I'm saying? I'm multi-routed. You know what I'm saying? I can do pretty much
Made up your own
anything.
thing, huh?
Yeah, you know, diverse in the FedEx
I'm
game.
glad I'm gone on that shit.
Uh,
I ain't even gonna cap.
no, we good. Nah, just playing.
I just want to throw a quick.
You ain't never
Wes got
prepared.
the laziest caller in the podcast.
Damn, Wes, he on your ass today. He said that whole sleep. He said that whole is tired.
What's going on?
No,
man?
say it.
My joke was way more funny and had way more impact.
I don't want to be on the
Y'all been
podcast.
cheating this week?
I don't want to be on the podcast.
Y'all
Y'all
been
that whole
cheating
circumcised.
Everybody do a backflip.
Sorry,
with
because
this
Jojo
shit.
gonna smell like milk after this shit. Hot as hell in this bitch. Wait till we leave. Look at him. Yeah, wipe that sweat.
Oh my god. I'm so dead, boy.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
No, damn well them jeans hot.
First of all, and they got these Aaron Rodgers jeans on, but fucking Brett Favre.
Hollister.
Yeah, holla. Nah, I'm just joking, but
That was good. I get it.
nah, it's good to see y'all. You know, y'all made it through the week though. You know, everything ain't promised y'all.
Oh yeah. Also,
yeah.
shout out NLE Chopper and Tay Money. You know, we had a big show with them this past weekend. Thank you for reminding me. It was pretty cool. I didn't get to like really talk to nobody, but
So wait, don't go back there. Do not go back there.
Get
Do
on
not
the
go
stage.
back.
Come on. I said perform and go
I
next.
tried to finesse my way back to the room and shit. And his security, shout out to them. They doing a good job.
To his room. Where you trying to go to the room?
Do you think he heard
What you
you?
about to do?
Do you think he heard your verse?
You rapping? Oh yeah, I rap hard. Like anybody,
Do
like
you think
I rap hard. Like when I go on stage, niggas just stop. Like,
But do you think he heard it? Like you gotta think at that point in time, he probably wasn't even there.
no, he was there. He was there.
You know they don't show up to like the last 15 minutes.
No,
of
he was there because we went like 2 spots before he did.
Yeah, so yeah.
And he be telling his
But
shit
honestly,
all week.
you probably right. He didn't hear it because at that time you probably like in the room getting
In the
ready.
room.
Nah,
Smoking,
I appreciate
chilling.
it. Nah, but he might have heard. But he might have.
No, really, you'll as an artist, you'll learn like a lot of niggas don't give a fuck about nobody said but theirs. Like they,
Oh, that makes sense,
especially when you the main event, like you just.
But in your defense, I honestly believe he probably heard it. Like just to say because it wasn't that. I mean, I wasn't there, but from the look of it, it wasn't that big of a venue.
Yeah.
So I think he probably. Heard it.
Well, it was a huge venue. It just wasn't as many people as I thought.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah.
So people who
There was a lot of people, but if it would have been packed, it would have been stupid in that bitch. Like
I'm saying, so the people who threw the I guess event kind of like lost money because I'm pretty sure they had to pay NLE Chopper a lot of money.
the people that threw the event, I ain't gonna speak on it because we got ties to them. But
Where was it held?
it was at Southern Junction in Irving. I've never heard of the place before, but
First time.
dope ass venue, huge. I imagine like just on a club night that hoe be like jump. It's in Irving, like right off Beltline Road. Take that right and it's right there.
Yeah.
Like you would never known it was there. Huge ass venue.
It's great.
Yeah. Anyway, you know, let's spot on some better shit.
Oh,
It wasn't good for you?
It was cool. And shout out D Money too for giving me the opportunity. It was dope. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
You feel
what's
like
next?
you feel like you put your all into it? Like you went out there and said,
I'm literally like him. Like I'm that nigga. Like when I get on stage, I rap hard. Like a lot of niggas ain't heard of me before, so when I get on stage, like I rap hard, and they gon'
you who?
I'm that nigga. I'm him. What you mean?
Him from the Pop-Up Girl?
I'm him. Like here, I'm here. What you mean? Like. Anybody that hear me rap for the first time, like they definitely ears perk up.
Hey, are they
no
gonna
cocky
cancel him? Is he canceled? Would he be canceled?
Yeah. They might be
Well,
praised.
he
the
technically
devil,
didn't do anything though.
He might be.
It's the
He was
devil,
freaky.
It was
as
just
hell.
weird.
He was
just
freaky
weird.
as hell.
Yeah, he was freaky
Like
as bitch.
how they showed the nigga, but they'll start from like his heels all the way
I don't
up.
think they wanted him to be the devil.
He freaky.
You know what I'm saying?
that was Lil Nas X.
Like, he,
Oh,
wait a minute.
God.
What that was?
okay. So what we got? What we got?
I had last week off. Let me come in here hot, all right?
hey,
Oh, Wes. I didn't like it.
Kanye.
Hold on. Before he starts,
Oh wow, this finna get crazy.
Right.
no, real talk, everybody, for real. On a serious note,
You right about my collar.
before he starts, see y'all niggas here, Kate. Before he start, everybody get their shit out, but separately. You know what I mean? If you want whatever you gotta say, we ain't finna talk over each other on this shit.
I'm taking the back seat.
I feel like it's gonna be a lot of valid points on
I'm
this.
taking the
one,
back
y'all.
seat to this.
So for all the listeners, tune in, open up your ear a little bit bigger, baby, because it's about to get real.
It's about to get scary.
You got come on, who you talking to?
Kanye has a documentary coming out supposedly at the end of this year on Netflix, a docuseries.
It's more than that.
Okay, let me read what it says. Kanye has been documenting every aspect of his life for the last 20 years. And as a result, he's made a docuseries unlike any we've ever seen.
Read it.
This nigga here.
See?
I go.
This
This nigga.
is what I'm talking
Hey,
about.
no, this what I'm talking about. This what I be telling y'all. Let me
hating
host.
shit.
No. It's funny because I didn't proofread this and I didn't see all this
Clearly. So Kanye West supposedly.
Wait, I'm not done,
Clearly-
motherfucker.
yeah, you-
Netflix just bought it for $30 million. Do y'all think this is why there was a conflict of interest when Keeping Up with the Kardashians was airing? Do you think this is why he kept his life so personal? Because he had a strategic plan to monetize off of it. I'm reading
read it like
I'm
you was
reading
serious.
off what I.
But not even that, nigga. You ain't gotta read it, nigga. Get the vibe.
I'm reading what our creative
So,
director sent to me.
For all the fans, if you're listening, I'm sorry for that cringing information. To sum that up, pretty much Kanye is coming out supposedly with a documentary because he's been recording the last 20 years of his life.
Every day.
I don't know the details of it every day, every hour, whatever.
The last 21 years.
But
Every
supposedly
morning
he's been
it says
keeping track
20.
of his life.
Don't add no one. It says 20.
Well,
But it's all supposedly. So supposedly he's been keeping track of it.
Allegedly. He ain't even know the right
Netflix bought it for $30 million.
word. Allegedly.
Wait, so yeah,
already
hold
said
on.
already bought it. They already bought it.
They did already buy it.
It's not alleged.
Okay.
This is
But
happening.
we said supposedly. I don't know if we suppose or alleged.
So do y'all think that this documentary come out, y'all think it's going to be a conflict with Keeping Up with the Kardashian show?
No, because they season ended.
Yeah, do you think it would be?
Why it didn't come out?
Why would it be a conflict?
Just the fact that it's two different shows and it's probably going to have it's always two sides to two different stories.
I think.
Oh, go ahead.
I think he can't. I don't think he's gonna put the Kardashians in here because they have an NDA on their show. You can't. You know what I'm saying?
But not their show, but that's his family.
I know, but you cannot.
They're gonna
you
be
cannot disclose no information about them. I guess unless they authorize it. I guess.
Pretty much what you're saying is you believe the documentary is going to solely be about him.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just asking.
I don't believe that.
The question was, do you think that that's why Kanye didn't appear on the Kardashians? Was because he was trying to hide his shit to monetize?
Maybe, but I think
he just.
I'm sorry.
I would say I just think he didn't want to be on that. You know,
Yeah, same.
He had
Yeah.
his own image.
I second that.
The shows wouldn't affect each other.
Then let's be
He
honest.
would be filming his own shit, and then the cameras for the Kardashians
Yeah.
would be filming other shit.
I just think he didn't want to be on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say for Netflix to pay $30 million for it, that means they
gotta
have
be
watched
good as
it
fuck.
and they have seen like a lot of different shit. Kanye's had an illustrious music career. Like, I think the $30 million that they're paying is because of the extra shit around the music career. So I definitely think that the Kardashians are involved, the Trump shit is involved, the presidency. I think the opioid shit, his mother passing, all that shit. I think all that shit's gonna be in it. So
That don't necessarily mean they seen it. It probably not even.
they have seen. That's what they said.
I'm saying they could have already. Like Netflix do deals based on what you know.
You
what I'm
can do
saying
for them.
Yeah, because
But not,
Kevin
not,
Hart.
not,
It is. If somebody came to you and told you they had 20 years of unseen
You're gonna
footage,
sign
Yeah, based off
they
that.
pay whatever
Yeah.
amount of money they can.
Cause
give
it-
you.
they
without
gonna
seeing
double
it
it.
or not.
Yeah, they gonna
without
double
seeing
that
it or
deal.
not, because Kevin Hart got a deal with them, and he ain't even made the movies yet.
But whether they seen it or not, it's still the fact that, like he just said, it's unseen footage from a celebrity's life. So like they said, you're gonna pay that regardless. But then at the same time, back to the original question, I don't feel like it was, you know what I mean? That was why he wasn't in there. Like, I kind of agree with Joe. I feel like he just probably didn't want to be in it. And then I also agree with you, Wes. Like, I feel like that.
He probably wouldn't get paid for
Yeah,
it.
I'm not gonna lie. It's not because Kardashian show wise, no, he didn't want to be in it. But Kanye is way more calculated than we're giving him credit for. We already knew the documentary was coming out. He already knew cameras had been following him. Like, all this was a plan. Like, so it may be even some of the outlandish shit he did. Like, he knows like all this shit is going towards
be
the
used
It's
documentary.
not even
So.
that. It's not even that complicated. He probably wasn't gonna get paid $30 million to be on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Why be on that show for less than $30 million when
But
you
he
can
could
make your
have
own
did
stuff?
both. He could have did both, though.
Yeah, he could.
That's what I'm saying.
could
It wasn't
do-
nothing stopping
No,
him
I
from being
mean,
on
you
there.
I'm not being on a
keeping
reality TV show as an active musician.
Exactly.
Keeping
There's
Up
no
with the
point.
Kardashians is different though, because they have NDAs.
Which is true, but at the end of the day, you talking about Kanye West. There's really no point. It gains nothing outside
Yeah,
unless Kim wanted him to. You know what I mean? Like, hey, baby, I want you to be on there. But for outside of that, there's really no reason for him to do that. He gains nothing or lose nothing by being. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't want to have shit
I
to
feel
do
like
with
he
that.
would lose some fans if he was on
I
that show.
was gonna say,
Not-
I think it,
not lose
the main
fans,
thing
but
is it goes against his creative vision.
That too.
That's
And
what
he
I'm
would-
looking
he
for.
would-
He has no control.
That's
I say
what
he
he
wouldn't have
care
any
about.
control in that show at all. Like
That's
Yeah.
that's
whatever
what
they
he
want.
want.
I don't think he
would.
would.
Well, I don't think he was opposed to being on it because he did appear on it.
I was gonna say he was on there.
Yeah.
Nah, he was on there,
Was it
but
like
he
a
wasn't
cameo?
on there.
But
though.
that's what I'm saying. He's her husband. The show
Yeah,
is
he
about
gotta
the
be on that
Kardashians.
shit.
Yeah.
It's always following the Kardashian family. Kanye is just her husband. Same thing with fucking when Tiger was with Kylie. He was only on there a couple times. And the same thing with
I was about to bring that up.
what's
Corey,
Chloe's?
yeah. Oh.
Tristan.
Tristan.
They only show up on there every once in a while. I don't think they're
Yeah, he wasn't in there like getting active. He was just in the closet when she was going to get a shirt and shit. Like he wasn't really in
But
there.
like compared to like people who they did marry, like the Humphreys, like he was on there for a minute and like.
Well, he need to be on
But
there.
their spouses,
He
well,
needed.
from what I be seeing, they spouses really don't be in there like that anyway. They probably just appear. It's called Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Yes, I'm saying they just happened to be there when the camera walking by. Like I ain't never seen Kanye like have one of them little breakaway solo,
So
interviews
fucking Kim,
and shit.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, but I want to get to the juicy part though. I don't care about that Kardashian shit. How do y'all feel about the documentary itself? Like, what do y'all think?
I think we got a lot to take from it. I think he would have a lot to say. Like we could learn a lot from Kanye. In all honesty,
I'm not gonna. Oh, okay. That's a point. Me personally, I'm not gonna give a fuck what he got to say in the sense of like and all that. I'm just gonna be watching it, just as not necessarily a big fan, but I'm kind of a fan of Kanye.
It's gonna be
bit.
an interesting docuseries, just like any artist that's popular in the rap game.
And I was getting around to that.
It's gonna
we
be
had a
one of
little
the
side
famous-
debate off the pod.
I'm glad it's coming out now while we're in our primes and we can sit and
can
enjoy
see
it and we can last with it. That's my
I would say the success of the show is gonna probably, my opinion, it's gonna be like the Tiger King shit. It's gonna be real. It's gonna be pop. No, I'm keeping it a buck. It's gonna be popular for a good little minute.
see a disrespect.
No,
he
I'm
probably
keeping.
is right.
But I
I'm
mean,
keeping it a
But
buck.
out of all the no.
But you
Fuck
know,
all that.
people
No,
still
fuck
talking about
that.
so
though.
when it's about
Because
Kanye, I
out of all
can't
the
have it.
shit that was popping on Netflix, you go at Tiger King.
But not even that. I get what
No,
he's saying.
Tiger King
But
is fire as fuck for a
listen,
good minute.
chill. I get what he's saying, but at the same point, it's a documentary. How many times you go back and watch a documentary? Name me a pop in that documentary. That's what I'm saying.
Last Dance.
That's what
It's
they so you said.
Is it?
You got to think.
Hold on,
Wes.
Eric. Is
The
it,
Last Dance was fire, bro.
Yes, bro. But first of
you
all,
gotta
that
keep
shit
watching
just
it.
came
You gotta
out.
keep
So
watching it,
you talking
I
about
watched it 3 times.
That show shit last fall. But I'm saying regular
Oh,
people
that
ain't
shit
gonna do
live.
that shit.
Eric, do you know if it's actually like, is it gonna be series or is it gonna be like a movie?
Suppose it's supposed to be docu.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it's like an episode.
you binge episode.
I do want to know more details about it because we obviously know
Exactly.
Kanye West are done doing stuff. So I don't know, like, what is he gonna stop at?
Like when he turned like full, like full gospel, is that gonna be included?
It's gonna end. It's gonna end with all the projects he's been doing behind the scenes.
Like the
you know what I'm
Wyoming
saying,
stuff.
like Wyoming stuff.
I guarantee you it'll be segmented by time.
Yeah.
You got 20 years worth of footage.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
guarantee you it'll be like episode 1 is gonna be like year 1 through 3.
Yeah, he was rapping that
Episode 2
J.
is gonna be like a certain era in his life, and then they're gonna hit
many
certain
albums he
points like the Drake beef and then all other shit. There's so many.
They're not gonna hit the Drake beef. If Netflix was smart, they would do it. But I don't think that's gonna be.
They may not do the Drake beef, but I guarantee you that whole era when they were making that album is going to be a major part of that.
They
When
probably
he
like-
blew up on Chance, you know.
That's
other
it-
shit,
that's in
That's
there.
all footage that's going to be
Yeah.
in there, bro. That's good. That's good quality.
Yeah, all the stuff when he was like.
I just feel like it's gonna be my fault.
No, good.
No, I'm just saying. I honestly think the big deal about this documentary is like the shit also outside of the music, like him running for president, and then like how that led to him and going to in the divorce and
Probably
or
see
like
behind the scenes footage of when he went to meet Trump in that.
that shit, or when he was off the opioids and all that. Like I think all that shit
think
is
it's gonna
really
be-
what's gonna like.
I just thought about something that was kind of weak if you think about it. Think about all the shit that we not gonna get to see just off. Kanye don't. You know what I mean? He gonna be self-conscious about it. He don't want other people to see it.
I
know
think
what
he
I
might
mean?
let loose on this.
That's why I think
That's what I was-
that's why
that's-
Drake shit is not gonna be in there.
I
guarantee.
feel like we're gonna learn a lot more shit about that.
I
You know-
think before he gave it to Netflix, he probably edited it.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you gotta think
You
about
didn't
it.
give it to
You
him,
can't
right?
you can't
Ruin the
indulge
whole
all
image.
the raw footage because he got deals.
Yeah,
are-
this not
are
that
different.
type of documentary. Like you got other documentaries where
That would
everything
be
is out.
That would be amazing to see, like a pure raw.
It's gonna be more of a
documentary,
censored.
but-
We was talking.
Think
What
more
I
of a-
said, what if they had a video to Monster
Oh.
and we didn't know
Yeah,
about?
me and Ashley were talking like, what if they just had a whole lot of videos
Hey,
like the shit that
that
we
shit would
didn't
be
even know.
crazy.
That would be crazy. What if they put some of the Runaway behind the scenes little movie
Man, that
made?
shit would be playing.
One
That
thing
shit
I
would be
will say
playing.
about Kanye, I always did like. He made probably some of the best videos.
Oh yeah, for
Oh
sure.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
You know
no
what I'm
cap.
saying?
Like after Busta Rhymes, I was like, Kanye shit go hard.
Yeah.
Yes, videos. Bro.
And we had the I still want to talk about the debate because I ain't get to chime in on that hoe when y'all was
Yeah, 'cause we got
That's
some
really
other
no
certain
debate.
things.
talking about
It's like,
Oh.
who else could do a documentary like that?
like that. And then DJ proposed a question. He said Lil Wayne.
Smart question.
Yeah, I'm not judging it here. There.
It's a
I
lot.
watch it.
It's a lot of artists
It
that
really
can do the same thing.
My point was this: we not really getting down to the meat and potatoes of it. All right, so here it is. I believe yes, there's a handful of artists that can get
That ain't
a
what you
fucking
said.
net. Yes, no, you trying to be
That's not-
slick. You're
that's
not
not
trying to be
what you
slick.
said.
You're not trying to be
That's
slick.
not what you said.
Obviously, Lil Wayne, because what y'all do is y'all like to like whenever I give somebody credit that y'all don't like,
Cap.
y'all like to make it seem like
Cap.
I'm dissing the other nigga. Like
Cap.
like when y'all make it seem like
Cap.
I said Pimp C
Cap.
can't rap. No, y'all just make it
Cap.
seem like I can't rap at all. So
Cap.
now I got to shit on Pimp C. So
Cap.
now we back to it. So
Cap.
Lil Wayne, obviously one of like the biggest freaking like
These
biggest
days-
figures in our culture of all time, like literally. If he wanted to get a Netflix series, obviously they would pay him for a Netflix series. I just don't believe that outside of music, his life is interesting enough to
It's
make
not.
a
It's
whole
not.
20.
Time out.
I just don't
Time
know
out.
what else is
Time
not
out.
interesting. That's
No,
all
no,
I'm
no.
saying.
No, time out.
The lean addiction.
No, time out.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. No, I'm being serious. Nobody cares about that. I'm not even playing. I'm not even being funny.
I'm not
Ashley,
side.
did he say that in the chat?
Not at all.
He didn't say that. He said nobody's getting $30 million for a docuseries besides Kanye. Did you not say that?
No, I didn't say that. You can
Yes,
go
you
back.
did. Yes, you did.
I didn't say that.
Yes. Come on.
I said Wayne's not getting 30 million.
Yes,
Wayne's
he
not.
is.
You lost it.
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of
Yes.
agree. I kind of agree with Wes on that, bro.
Thank you.
Like,
He's
he'll
not
probably
getting
get
30
paid. He'll probably get paid,
He's
bro.
not getting
But
30
that's what I'm saying.
million.
Like,
Y'all
keep
are
it
idiots.
real, fool. Please give me examples of legit, for real. What about Wayne's life is that exciting, bro?
I'm
like,
not even being
keeping it
biased.
real.
Okay.
We're talking about an artist, an icon, versus Wayne is really just a rapper. Wayne
But
is
look,
good.
hold on, Eric. Hold on,
You're
Eric.
disrespectful.
No, here, because I
No,
knew you were
you're
going to say that. I knew you were going to say
That's
that.
the
Because I
disrespectful.
proved that. I kind of
You're
proved that. No,
disrespectful.
stop.
Just a rapper.
In
No,
our
you're
culture.
disrespectful.
No, Eric,
just
because
a
Eric is
rapper.
wrong. Eric is wrong. I'm not going to lie. You was wrong right there. In our culture, Wayne is an icon. Wayne is an icon. I'm not going to lie. But as I tried to explain to him yesterday in the gym, when y'all was talking about how he dated some of the baddest bitches,
wouldn't argue
I'm
with
saying like, people know Kanye outside of music.
That's
Ain't
what
that
I'm
Kim's
saying.
husband?
So you a
Ain't that
rapper
nigga that ran for
icon. That's what I'm
president?
saying. He's
And
an
I'm
icon,
saying
but you
that's
just
what
a
I'm
rapper.
saying.
You a
He's done
rapper.
shit outside of music, and people be like, "Who the fuck is this Kanye dude?" As in, people just know Wayne for his music. That's all I'm
Exactly. Being
saying.
a
That's
rapper.
why the 30 million is. That's why it's in the headline that it's 30 million.
So you don't
Everybody
think-
gets
so
paid
you
to
don't
do a
think-
Netflix series that's on Netflix,
So you
but
don't
niggas
think
ain't
people
getting
know
30
about
million.
Wayne life?
You still not hearing my point. Wayne has had a great life. He has a story. Okay, we all know. We know that.
I get your
okay, but Becky, Jim, and Bob don't know who the fuck that
How do you know
is.
that,
Yes,
though?
they do.
There's so many people in
They do. You wrong about that. They
talking
do.
about?
But at the
It's
same
not like they
time,
know yet,
keeping it
bro.
real though, nobody cares though. That's what I'm saying. Less people
Thank
care,
you.
versus,
What
and
are
that's
y'all
just real,
talking
bro.
about?
Come on, man.
First
Come
of all,
on.
Lil
That's
Wayne's
disrespectful,
literally probably
like,
one of the
you're
biggest rappers.
speaking-
I'm real. Like,
you're
you
All right,
just
watch
said,
this.
you're
Watch
thinking
this.
in your
Watch
box.
this. Watch
Oh,
this.
one
people
time,
with the
one
Lil
time,
Wayne
one
talk
time.
over each other.
Keep it real. When is the last time Lil Wayne has been relevant? Legitly. Please, keep it real.
Nigga, if Lil Wayne say he dropping the Carter 6 tomorrow, it's gonna make headlines. What are you talking about?
Which is true, but you're not answering
So what
my
are you
question.
talking about?
You're not, but that's not my question.
Nigga, what the fuck are
When
you
has
talking
he been?
about?
Headlines
Nigga,
ain't relevant, bro. That's not been relevant.
Shut the fuck up. Headlines is relevant. If
Eric,
you
you're
ain't
not
headline-
asking the right question.
Bro, no,
Bro,
that
you're not
how is
making
that
no
not,
damn
bro?
sense.
Eric, you're not
If
answering
he
the right
bro,
questions.
Nobody give a fuck
because
about Lil
once
Wayne,
it-
bro. When the last time you listened to Quarter Five?
Eric,
Nigga,
you
you're not
still
listening to that shit,
Time
bro.
out, cause you sound stupid. When he dropped his goddamn podcast, they made headlines. That nigga was relevant
Which
then.
is true, but how many times you listen to that shit?
Nigga, a lot of
That's
people
what I'm-
listen to
I
that
didn't-
nigga.
I'm
He
not
has
talking
one of the
about
biggest
I'm not
artists
talking
on
about
that shit.
I'm talking
You
about
sound
you.
stupid.
I'm asking
you sound
though.
dumb as hell.
I'm asking you though.
He was
I'm
just
asking you,
relevant
though.
because he dropped the podcast.
Bro, when the last time we talked about Lil Wayne on the podcast?
It
That's
don't
not arguing
fucking
old
matter.
shit.
It don't fucking
That's what I'm
matter. If we
saying. So-
talked about it, he was relevant.
Bro,
What do you fuck? You sound
please
stupid.
let me know when the last time
You
we don't
sound
argue about some
dumb as
relevant
hell.
Lil Wayne shit.
Here's the thing. Both y'all are still wait. Since y'all went off the right field, let's come back to the track. First of all, okay, a podcast, yes, that's cool, but that's not running for fucking president. So let's
No
stop
one
the cap.
said that.
Let's stop the
I'm
fucking
answering
cap.
his goddamn
Let's stop
question
the
'cause he
fucking
said
cap.
when the last
Nobody
time
gives a fuck
Lil
about
Wayne
Wayne's
was relevant.
podcast.
Exactly. So
Wayne
when
is-
have we talked about some relevant ass shit with
And
Lil
once
Wayne?
again, for the
Please, you
secondly,
haven't. Because we ain't talking about the podcast
Wayne is
on
only
here.
relevant
We ain't
in
brought that
music.
shit up not one
Outside
Time
time.
out
of
again.
music.
Time out
Outside
again.
of music,
Ashley.
Wayne is not relevant.
Let me
Like
go
I
to
said.
Ashley. Ashley, you watch the Breakfast Club, right?
Ashley, when
Didn't
have we
they-
ever brought up the
now,
podcast on
hey,
here? When have we ever did that?
Didn't they mention Lil Wayne's podcast on there? It was like a room on the rumor report, right?
I agree. They probably
Is
have, right?
that not being relevant? If they didn't give a fuck about
Okay.
that, would they not
Bro,
say? Why would they not say
When
nothing?
have we brought him up on the
Well, I
podcast?
think-
When have we? Why
Time out,
we ain't
time
talked
out.
about that?
Time out, guys.
Because
time
it's
out.
not relevant. That's what I'm saying.
Y'all argue
Y'all
today.
stupid.
Y'all- okay,
We done
but
talked about
relevant-
Kanye how many
Time out.
times?
Y'all got off the topic.
Time out.
They keep always get off the topic.
Well,
I'm not getting
okay.
it. He said
But
when
I'm
the last
gonna-
time
I'm
Lil
gonna
Wayne was
answer what
relevant.
you're
I just
trying to-
told him.
Y'all just
I'm
proved my
gonna
point. Y'all
answer
still talk
what
about Wayne
y'all
and
are
music.
trying to
Let's talk about
argue.
Wayne outside of music.
I think what
Podcast is not music.
by relevant, see, y'all holding it two different. Like, I think what Eric mean by relevant is where he's big time. Like
Not even
we're
that,
talking
but they don't talk
we're
about
talking-
Lil Wayne in the news. When last time you
Yeah,
seen Lil Wayne in the news?
but
They talk about
DJ
Kanye all
is
the
saying
time.
that he's still relevant. He
In
might not
news,
be
they
a,
talking about other shit. That's what I'm saying.
at a Kanye level relevant at the moment.
We
But,
talking about
And he know
CNN.
what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah,
He trying to,
but I
they
do-
brought him up.
that's
That's
what I'm
petty
saying,
ass shit.
bro.
Nobody give a fuck
That's
about
what I'm
that.
saying.
Okay,
Nobody give a fuck
time
about
out,
that.
time out again. So Lil Wayne don't be on ESPN. He don't be
I
on.
said
God.
CNN.
This is
Bro.
not.
That's
This
what
is
I'm
not
saying. You see what I'm saying?
music. This is.
That's my point, DJ.
I'm
They know
talking-
Kanye outside of music.
What I just say?
A lot of niggas
Lil
know
Wayne is on
Kanye. Thank
ESPN,
you.
right? Is
Thank
that
you.
music?
My point is proved.
Is that music?
My point is proved.
Is
point
ESPN
is
music?
I know you do.
Okay, so how
Watch
they?
this.
So
I'm
we
not
just
right.
Y'all are arguing
Watch this.
levels
Based
of
off he
relevance.
said, do they talk about Kanye on ESPN? So
that makes him not relevant, right?
Oh,
I said that.
Exactly.
No one said,
They don't bring this nigga up on the music, bro.
I'm not talking to you no more. You sound stupid as fuck. I'm not talking to you.
You just
I'm
said
not talking
that.
to you.
You're not talking about ESPN.
No,
Nigga, nobody.
he just said outside of music, no one gives a fuck about
Bro,
Lil
they've
Wayne.
been talking about Wayne on ESPN forever, so that's not
I
good
said,
example.
what does
fucking
Wayne do
music.
outside of music that makes
Y'all are
headline
arguing
news?
the
Is my
level
point.
of his. I guess.
Thank you, JoJo.
I
I know
guess what you
Wayne
guys
is
are
famous. I
arguing.
know Wayne is
But-
that nigga.
Ain't
That's not what
nobody
I'm arguing.
arguing that.
I'm arguing
I'm saying-
Kanye, a nigga
Okay,
that's a fucking
one
global
said-
figure. That's all
I'm
I'm
gonna say
saying.
this. And I'm
He
be
not on
quiet.
that level.
I won't
Y'all
say.
trying to argue between who's relevant, who's a trending
That's what I'm
topic.
trying.
Thank you.
Kanye is a trending
There you
topic
go.
because he's in headlines constantly.
There you
doing
go.
stupid
There you go.
shit.
Thank you.
Wayne
So-
is always relevant because he's got shit popping off. Period. All the
Yeah,
time.
Thank you.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not
Which
discrediting
Which means he was gonna get 30 million for his docu-series.
No,
But-
that's
Yes.
not what that means.
Okay,
Yes, the
I
fuck
will
they
say
did.
this.
What they saying is Kanye would get 30,000 because he's got more
Million.
high-level
Oh, yeah,
topic
not 30,000.
things going on in his life that people want to know about.
Thank you. That's all
In
I'm
the
saying.
past 5 years, Kanye's been fucking with Trump. He's been
Way more
all
shit than
over-
Wayne
he's
ever
had
could even
interviews
possibly-
with
He's
Charlamagne
married to
Tha God.
Kim
And it's not. And
Kardashian,
it's not a disrespect
He
to.
done lost that
Okay,
flame.
but
He
I
done
think-
lost
but I
which is
think.
also a story.
I think. I do think.
the most popular things in Wayne's life that niggas want to know about, they already know about, like his trial,
The
things he did when he
lean,
was a kid,
yeah.
all that stuff. He's already got
So-
information on.
so
Kanye,
that-
we don't know a lot
Yeah,
of shit about his
it's
life.
not the disrespect to Wayne. Cause I do believe if Wayne can go somewhere and obviously get a.
He gonna get a big check for
Yeah,
if
get
he
a-
do a series. I'm not saying he
but,
might.
but because Kanye is such a unique personality, that's why I think Wes is trying to say, like, he's so unique in in his realm right now that people like him could get the 30 mil.
Put it this way.
So but Wayne is definitely relevant, and there's no disrespect towards Wayne.
Yeah,
but
of
I
course.
see what they're saying.
I'm saying
No,
good and bad
Wayne-
I'll put it
reasons.
this
Wayne can do
way.
it.
If Wayne had a documentary and Kanye had a documentary over the past 20 years, and they were both trying to sell it to Netflix, I feel like Netflix would buy Kanye's up before they would take Wayne's.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Simply because of the
I
content
disagree.
that we're gonna
I
get
disagree.
in Kanye's
I disagree.
shit. It's
I
more.
disagree.
But I feel like you
polarizing.
speaking from a
It's
fan
more-
You thinking of your story, nigga, not what Netflix is thinking.
Let's be real. Y'all fucking cocksuck this nigga like he the fucking God. Y'all really do. Everybody
but-
fucking
all this
Kanye
is-
do.
I would
all this
say-
is made
Let him
by
get his
his
point out. Let him
name.
talk.
All
Let him
this is
talk.
by
Let him
his
talk.
name.
Let him talk.
No,
Let him
it's not
talk.
fucking
Let him
biased.
talk. Let him talk.
Everything Kanye
Wes,
do,
let it go.
everything Kanye do, y'all don't see no fault in that shit. And that shit fucking weird as fuck. Y'all act like y'all fucking him or something. Every fucking
Okay,
time.
let him go.
Every
Let him
fucking
talk.
time.
Let him
bro.
talk.
Every goddamn
I don't
time.
necessarily agree with that because
I'm talking about these
I know
two.
what I'm saying.
These two right
I know,
here. These two
I know.
fucking Kanye lovers right here.
Let's get to it.
Everybody knows Wes is the biggest Kanye dick.
Oh, him too.
Hey,
But-
don't forget me.
Right
At
after
the same
this.
time,
Thank you.
at the
Don't
same
forget me.
time, what he's saying is the
It's
reason why
facts.
Kanye's documentary is more appealing to a
To a
network like
business.
Netflix is because of the fact that Kanye
More
do
shock.
fucked up, nigga.
Yeah.
Kanye got so much.
Thank
shit
you.
going
And
on
I
in his
said
life.
that. I said
Niggas
polarized.
wanna
You know what
know what's
polarizing
going
means?
on.
It's
That
more-
means loved and hated. Like LeBron James, polarizing, loved and hated.
The word
That's what I'm saying.
There's a lot of shock value in
There's a
Kanye's
lot.
life.
My point was a lot of people get 30 million for a docu-series on Netflix.
Niggas
That's
ain't
enough.
getting it.
A lot of Jay-Z,
I think
Will,
some
Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, Drake. Do I need to keep going?
I mean, we can't,
all right
we can't
then.
really have this.
Drake is not
conversation.
getting 30 million.
One
Yes,
at
the
a time.
fuck he is.
No, not right now.
fuck
No,
One
no.
at a time.
We
What-
can't really
stupid.
have the
Not getting
conversation
no
that
documentary.
happened because Wayne hasn't shopped.
I'm not even talking about Wayne no more. I'm talking about the fact that they saying nobody's getting. They said in the chat, no one's getting 30 million for docu-series.
what I'm
That's a
saying.
lie.
They can't really.
You
That's
also
a lie.
said.
They're
You also
saying
said.
That's a lie.
You also
can't have
said
that
Lauren London
conversation
was
because
hotter
there's
than
no one
Kim,
else.
and
No
nobody
one
knows
said
who
that. I
Lauren
didn't
London
say
is,
that. I didn't
and
say that.
Kim
You're
is
lying.
known
You're lying.
globally.
You're
That's in the
lying.
chat.
No one said that. I said Lil Wayne has been with more battered women than Kanye.
You can debate that, but you can't debate the relevance of the women because
No one
Kanye,
said that.
Because Kanye is
No
been with
one
Kim,
said
that
that.
elevates
You-
his status.
you're
But
making
y'all
shit
was
up.
though.
Y'all was
Nobody,
though.
You're making shit up.
Nobody
Y'all was
cares
though.
about
Making
Wayne
shit
being
up.
with Lauren London.
He
Thank
said
you.
he's
That's
making
all I'm
shit up.
saying.
He making shit up. I said Lil Wayne has been with more battered women. That's what I said.
We were talking
That's
about that.
That's
debatable.
what I
but you
said.
can't debate the
No one.
fact.
I didn't say that.
More
Don't
relevance,
put that.
more
Don't
money.
put
That's
that.
all I'm
No
saying.
one. Don't put
Who
that.
we had? Did they
Don't-
know
don't
London
put
is?
that
We
in
asked
my-
random people.
don't
No,
put
it's
that
like
in
the
my
singer.
mouth.
They know who the
Don't-
fuck that was.
Don't put that
But
in my
me
mouth.
looking from the outside, hold on.
I didn't say
But
that.
me looking
It's
from
not
the
disrespect. It's facts.
No one said that. You
That's
making shit up
right.
again. You're making shit up.
He talking about shit
Everybody
happy.
need to pause for a second because everybody's talking over each other, and it's gonna sound horrible on the thing. But
let's get to the bottom of it. DeeJay, without anybody else talking, what is your issue with this topic right now that we're having a conversation?
No, Kanye West in general specifically.
Yeah.
No.
My issue with the topic in the chat, y'all said
Not y'all though, because I didn't get to say what I had to say.
Wes said no one's getting 30 million for a docuseries, which is a lie. There's plenty artists and people that will get 30 million for a docuseries.
Okay.
He's not the only one, which you said. Therefore, I said Lil Wayne will probably get a 30 million docuseries. That's what I said.
And that's wrong.
No, let him finish.
That's my opinion.
That's fine.
That's opinion, right?
I understand what you're saying, but I understand where they're coming from as well. But neither of y'all are necessarily right because you can't compare the two because Wayne hasn't shot.
I'm not saying that.
I know what
saying.
you're saying, and I know what you're saying. Both of y'all are explaining opinions that you can't necessarily.
This is my point, though. This is my point.
You're going over a documentary series that's already been sold for $30,000. But you're saying
Million.
You said 30.
But if you're saying no one else can get that,
We could have hit 30.
This is my point, though. This is my point. This is my point. They so much of a Kanye lover that they just said no one's getting 30 million for a docuseries.
Name the person.
Airrick,
But
Beyonce,
hold on.
Jay-Z, Eminem. Do I need to fucking keep going?
We was doing good.
Drake could
Let me
get
chime in. I feel like though, DJ, you don't take the time out just based off the fact of how much we love Kanye. You don't keep it real about Kanye. Not to us. Listen. Let me finish, DJ. We let you talk, bro.
One at a time.
No, you didn't let me finish.
I did.
One at a time, y'all. Come on.
Kanye, no other rapper, bro, is like Kanye, bro. And you know that. This man is so creative and has so many other things that even if rappers tried or did that shit, come on, keep it real, bro. If Lil Wayne, but that's what I'm saying. That's down to the.
Let me finish my point.
I'm talking about outside of music.
This is my point again.
That nobody acknowledges.
This is my point again. If Kanye drop a song tomorrow and just say, "Hey, y'all niggas were nut." Oh my God, it's the best thing I ever heard.
But even if so, that's our perspective, though.
That shit's stupid as fuck.
How though?
That shit dumb.
Okay.
That shit
I think
stupid.
I'm gonna say it different way. I think DeeJay trying to say.
They're still talking music.
It's not weird that you guys love an artist. That's not weird. But what he's saying is that y'all love him to the point where y'all are blinded to other perspectives.
That's false.
No, that's what I'm not saying it. I'm just saying that's what I believe he's trying to say. Like y'all ride him so hard that when something is against him or brushing against something of Kanye, y'all tend to
so let me
automatically
ask you this. Me
out.
personally, what have I said when Kanye was wrong and I backed him up?
Same.
No, me first.
Let's talk about
You said you backed him when he said slavery was a choice.
Can I explain?
You did.
And I explained.
You did say that.
And I explained.
I gotta be honest.
I explained.
You explained, but it was a terrible explanation.
No, not at all, bro. Because that's exactly what he meant. When he said was slavery a choice, he was talking about it from a mindset standpoint.
Nah, he don't. I don't give a fuck what he should have thought about what he said.
No, I'm not saying he said exactly what he meant to say, and I feel like he said it the right way, bro. It's in how you interpret it, bro.
I disagree. You backing something that shit sounds stupid. That don't sound stupid to you.
It doesn't, because you were talking about everybody that has an opinion. If this man feels like slavery was a choice, you think he the only person in the whole world that thinks that? That's not racist?
Okay, so if that's the case, why are other people getting canceled because of their opinion?
I have no control over that.
Okay, he can't just say what the fuck he want to say, Airrick.
But he has been. We talking about the same man that went on live TV and said George Bush don't care about black people. We talking about the same man that went up to Taylor Swift and said Beyonce should have won this award in front of the whole world, bro. Kanye has been saying shit he hasn't supposed to be saying.
Okay, let me say something real quick.
I got breaking news too.
The exact topic that y'all are talking about right now is the reason why
Kanye
is getting paid $30,000.
I know.
Because he says shit like that.
But guys,
I can't say that.
I know.
I know Wayne has. Wayne has.
Wayne has though. That
Wayne has
a fire artist that he's not relevant.
I'm not debating that.
I know you're saying that they're defending this thing off of everything and they did this.
Guys, I'm sorry.
I literally said the bad shit is the reason
too. The reason why he's getting paid.
We got breaking news though.
Is because of how controversial this nigga is.
I get that. That my whole thing is they're so blinded that he said no one else is getting 30 million for a documentary.
Of course he's gonna say that.
That's not right. I mean, that's not true.
But like, okay, that's his opinion.
That's my thing. That they sold Kanye that they can't see nothing else. Like
That's not true.
He's just at the top of the mountain and no one else is even close, which is a lie.
That's not true.
That's a lie.
I never said that either. I believe
That's how y'all act.
That's not true.
Of course,
I literally, if we go back through all the episodes. Every time we talked about Kanye, I have been objective. Not one time have I been biased on Kanye.
You are extremely.
Name one time.
You are extremely.
Name one time.
You really are.
But but this come from the guy. This come from the guy that when the Trump interview, when he went up there, the only rapper to go up there and actually talk about police reform, actually challenge Trump slogan about making America great and making them change it. The only rapper to ever do that. I told him to watch that interview and all he could focus on was the hat. But I'm biased. The only thing that Kanye has done realistically that I could say that I don't agree with, besides the slavery of the choice, even though I know what he was trying to say, but the delivery was horrible. But more importantly, after what nobody wants to talk about after was that the fact that he admitted he was wrong and there was dialogue, there was information exchange, and he understand where he made an error and he was willing to learn. That's what niggas don't want to talk about. Niggas want to talk about a human error that was made on national television. But also I want to go on my other point though. And besides that, I also said that I didn't agree with him running for president because I feel like he can make more change outside of president candidacy. But nobody in this room will admit that I said that on 5 different episodes.
Okay, Donald Trump, right?
My point
you say
right there.
With the hat, right? Then Donald Trump go up there and say, "I love black people." Did he go up there and say that? Ain't he known to be racist? So what does the hat got to do? What him going to talk about reform and stuff, and he still wearing a damn dumbass hat for? What's the hat? What are you going up there wearing a dumbass hat for?
Did you listen to his...
No, he didn't.
You don't have to go up there, dude. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to do that. Y'all. He going here to talk about this and this and this.
It's a hat.
He didn't have to wear the fucking hat.
It's a hat.
If he would have just went up there and talked about it, then we wouldn't have.
We get what you're saying. We understand your position on that. I understand your position.
He didn't defend that.
At the same time, if you, like he said, a discussion was brought up, and Kanye explained, even though Kanye made
people are so fucking sleep, bro. Like people were so focused on the hat, but nobody can tell me the dialogue that was exchanged in the conversation.
I get that.
And tell me how many rappers that went up there. Tell me how many niggas that you say can get the same amount of money for a Netflix show or the same amount of relevancy as Kanye, like Wayne. Okay, when didn't Wayne meet with Trump? Did he talk about police reform? Did he try to help black people? No. You know what that nigga did? He said, you know what? One time when I was little, a cop saved my life. So I'll never say that about cops. But nobody want to talk about that. Nobody want to talk about the dreads rotting out this nigga head. Nobody want to talk about the terrible rock albums this nigga put out. But every time Kanye do something, we gotta fucking sit here making a story. Jay-Z probably could.
Okay, so shut the fuck up, dude. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You said nobody.
He got more life outside of rap than fucking Wayne.
You said nobody's getting 30 million. You said that. You said nobody. Nobody means nobody but Kanye. Jay-Z will. Beyonce will.
You so stuck on that because, nigga, you a hater.
No, I'm not hating, nigga.
You haven't acknowledged any other point I made except for that.
Blind about Kanye that you said nobody. That's what you just asked me.
Everybody looking at you
what you just asked me. You just asked me what is my position on this damn topic, right? That they so fucking blinded that he said nobody is getting 30 million for the goddamn docuseries, which is a fucking lie. No one gives a fuck about that other shit.
Look how mad he's about it because he's a hater. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not
Wayne ain't getting it, period. No one gives a fuck about Wayne kissing baby and doing lean, period. Like, we don't care. No, we don't care.
Let me show y'all.
It's like, fuck out here.
Let me show you how fucking dumb you are. What is this? How am I a fucking hater? I got this nigga in my fucking album. You so fucking stupid, nigga. I like his fucking music. You so fucking dumb. No one hating on this nigga. I like his fucking music. You just fucking Kanye.
That's fine. That's fine.
You're both making the same point. Except
he's mad at my point. That's all the issue.
You suck his fucking dick all the fucking time.
Y'all making the same point, except y'all keep thinking that all this nigga's trying to do is defend Wayne when he's not, and you keep thinking all this nigga's trying to do is defend Kanye when he's not.
I ain't said nothing about no one said about nothing about Lil Wayne for 20 minutes.
Yes, this nigga said that Kanye would be the only nigga that could get 30 million for that thing. But of course he's gonna say that because in the heat of the conversation, Kanye is his nigga. He's gonna.
He misworded it. You misworded it.
Thank you. He's so stuck on that one thing outside of all the other shit I said.
Thank you. Nigga, you didn't say that. You didn't say that.
The only reason why y'all are arguing is because y'all are stuck on the fact that you think this nigga is defending Wayne and this nigga is defending Kanye. When at the end of the day, this nigga DeeJay is all he's saying is y'all don't know what other niggas would get for their documentary series, which you don't. You do not, because y'all don't sit there in the board meetings and talk about the money. Yes, Kanye got $30 million for his documentary series, but y'all don't know. Y'all do not know if this nigga Jay-Z gonna come up to Netflix next day and get $50 million for you. You don't. That's all he's trying to say.
That's fine.
But that was what he was saying. That was the original.
That was the I'm arguing other points now.
But no, I will say we joke about y'all being Kanye dick grabbers, but I know y'all not as bad. We make it seem, but I will say there have been points where I listen to y'all and y'all kind of push it a little far, but I understand that just because y'all guys are fanboys, which is nothing wrong with that. No, there's nothing wrong.
How come when I defend my point, I'm a fanboy, and when y'all defend y'all's point, then what is it?
No, I'm not disrespecting your fandom of him, bro. You're taking it.
I'm still waiting for the time that I have not been objective. I've been objective the whole time. Everything I said, I can back up with facts.
Yeah, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be done with it. And you can attest to this. Did they not say if Kanye
stop saying that?
Okay. Wes said if Kanye will pay him to put napkins down, Kanye will pay him to put napkins down, and him to step on it, but he said he'll do it. Did he not say that?
That nigga went back.
Okay then. That's what I thought.
All I'm saying is, if y'all gonna have conversations like this, you have to keep in mind that certain niggas have biases to begin with. So if this nigga wants to defend them that way, you have to let him do that. Obviously, he knows. But I'm getting to the point. Y'all niggas argue. Y'all niggas argue over the same thing that y'all are both saying. If y'all
I literally agree with his point, and we can watch it back. I know y'all niggas don't watch the show back like you should, but we can watch the show back. I literally said that Wayne would get a big bag for his thing. I just don't think he would get $30 million. That's all I said.
But okay, at the end of the day,
but we was going off the conversation in the group chat, which we had a couple of days earlier.
You just want to be right, so you're stuck on that one point. That's all I'm saying.
But Wes, okay. Again,
no. Because Eric said, I want to get to the juicy shit. Did he not say that?
Yeah, I did.
What's the juicy shit? The shit that we was talking about in the conversation in the group chat.
It wasn't juicy to me.
I was really talking about the Lauren London versus Amber Rose.
There you go. That's what I'm trying to get to.
I really did.
But okay, guys,
I ain't gonna lie.
Don't like Alex said. We don't know who's getting what.
Yeah.
With anything.
Fuck all that money shit. Both of them
that's
paid.
your opinion.
They two paid black men. Yeah, they two paid black men. Thank God.
There you go.
Now to the Amber Rose and the Lauren London. I ain't gonna lie. What was the comparison?
They comparing looks. I'm comparing relevance.
No, I'm just naming the two women. What was the
no two women? I said. This is
that's what I'm saying. We not arguing that DeeJay's not about that. We just talking. Okay, this is a random conversation we made up. This is a random conversation. I am. This is a random conversation. I'm making it up. Two bitches, these two females. I'm sorry, I'm frustrated, y'all. Please don't. These two females. Who was it? Amber Rose, Lauren London, Christina Milian. It was four. I'm sorry, Christina Milian and Kim. Christina Milian, Lauren London, Kim Kardashian, and Amber Rose. Those were the four women that I mysteriously made up.
Let me say my piece before we go.
Before you start, what was the point of what you just said? Where are you going with that? Finish with
where it started from was Kanye had Amber Rose and Kim Kardashian. Okay. Kanye had Christina Milian.
Wayne.
Next topic.
Wayne. Okay. We were debating who had. Okay, well, we really were debating two different things.
Shit.
If you're going to who had the most influential females,
they were going off who had the better female. I was going off who had the most influential.
And I didn't get the time.
Right there, is where the conversation didn't even make sense.
If y'all talking about baddest females, that's an opinion.
Thank you.
Period. Talking about most influential, you can actually back that up. And Kim is obviously.
So are we going influential or are we talking about looks?
I said Lil Wayne had more better females.
Okay, so you talking about looks? He talking.
I agree with that.
Next topic.
I agree with that.
We can't debate that. We can't. I'm not saying nothing.
Y'all said who was hotter. Y'all said who was hotter. Kim Kardashian and Amber Rose was hotter.
Okay, now
Why you lying?
Next topic.
We can't debate that. We can't debate that because he's all those opinionated.
We can go in the chat.
DJ, go ahead, DJ.
He said something different today.
As far as the rap game, you don't have to do drugs and stuff to be a great rapper. Like, you don't have to, you know what I'm saying, portray that stuff. Like, some of that stuff, just leave that shit alone. Like, nobody want to see that shit.
You know, to piggyback on what DJ said, he's 100% right. You know, like OGs, like big homies, let's stop talking about being good role models and, you know, and what we want to do out in the community, and then wait until somebody died to be like, oh, well, you know, I wish I would have, or I'm gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to these dudes while they're young and like really show them a different way out. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just break this cycle. You know what I'm saying? Instead of keep buying jewelry, stay fresh. That's what we, you know, came up on. But like, let's buy land. You know, let's stop doing drugs. Let's promote education. Let's like, you know what I'm saying? Let's really build each other up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and let's really do it. Let's not just say this shit just for the podcast and like, you know, just for a good look. Like, you know what I'm saying? We've been losing niggas like way before DMX. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've lost so many rappers to freaking gun violence and drugs like over the past just last year alone, like, you know what I'm saying, the past 5 years.
So I proposed a question.
Go ahead.
What do you think? Well, what do you guys think about? And I know outside's gonna be the typical "it's embedded in us," you know, blah blah blah. But how do you guys feel? Why do y'all think that music bumps so hard to us? You know what I'm saying? Like hearing about a nigga getting killed, hearing about shooting some shit up. You know what I mean?
It's real. Like, okay. I'm not gonna lie, it is real. Like,
I know what you just said. We shouldn't say like it was embedded in us, but the fact is, it is.
It is embedded
from birth, bro. Like, kids nowadays growing up in the car with some push icy. You feel me?
I would bring it back to a more cultural point. Even though it is a part of our lives, it's still a detriment to what we're trying to build in the future. And even though, I ain't gonna lie, like, King Von, his shit was hard as a motherfucker. Let's keep it a buck. But then a lot of shit he was saying, we shouldn't be listening to.
Definitely.
I would say I don't agree with that personally. Because I feel like music is just an expression. And what you do with that is what you do with that shit.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying.
If we're talking about, and I might be taking it maybe too deep, but
real quick. It's the family said he still on life support. The person who broke the story said
prematurely.
Yeah.
But thank
God. But still though.
Yeah,
it's still gonna open up another.
He's not dead yet, so okay.
We apologize for that false point. We got that source. We got it from a different source. We don't do no false reporting like that.
I mean, this still ties into all that.
Yeah. And we're still gonna give him his flowers while he's here.
Yeah,
like,
for
he's
sure.
Still. Everything I said doesn't change.
Keep fighting for
everything I said doesn't change. You know what I'm saying? He's still, you know what I'm
saying? But to echo Brian's point, there's a difference between glorifying it and just rapping about shit we've been through. Like, one thing I appreciate about Kendrick, and I try to model that after him. Like, I don't wear jewelry and shit, even though, like, you know what I'm saying, I would wear it, you know what I'm saying, if I could. But I try not to wear jewelry, you know what I'm saying, and I try to go hard without saying certain shit. And Kendrick is like, he's such a model for that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, he raps about the streets and shit he's been through, but he's not glorifying it. He's just telling you, you know, what he's been through, and he's giving you a positive light and showing you that there's a different way, you know what I'm saying?
And that's true, but I'm saying the rappers that do glorify, which is still, like I said, at the end of the day, to me, it's music, but as far as a whole, you know, a lot of music that we do listen to should, you know, be more positive, but, you know, that's harder than just saying.
I think people, it's not even that, bro. I think people need to.
But that was
people they listen to, that's their music.
Yeah.
There's people that make, you know what I'm saying, like J. Cole and Kendrick, you know, they're not just bumping on the radio, you feel me? Like, that's not just where people going, because people want us, you know what I'm saying? Just,
and you
people
all,
want excitement.
I'm sorry, I keep playing on. I just keep thinking of shit. Go ahead.
No, you good.
No, I was just gonna say that you also can rap about that shit and still be doing positive things in the community. Like little baby, like really, like
you're not wrong, but I'm saying if we're gonna really preach positivity, things like that you know, putting these songs is like, for one, you gotta realize people do take a lot of these songs very literal.
No, for real. No.
So, but I'm saying if we really want to make the change that we always preach about, positivity, we could take over a whole section of the world by music if we could just talk nothing but positivity. I know people are not going to do it because that doesn't sell. But I'm saying if we really want to make a change, that would be a big toward everything that hits the radio waves. Positivity, black wealth. Like we can really take a Wakandan approach to that if we really.
I get what you're saying, but you have to know like, which now it's not really the artist's fault.
No, I'm not blaming.
When you listening to music, you have to know like, it's just a party song. This shit don't mean shit. Versus somebody actually talking about something.
But on a deeper level, I feel like what Joe is saying though, that whether you're just rapping or whether you talking about it for real or not, that needs to stop being acceptable to us because, like Joe said, it's easier. You know what I'm saying? It's easier for but just because you that strong, you know what I'm saying? If you that mature to know that it's just lyrics. Some kid, you know what I'm saying, is getting beat on by his dad or getting bullied at school. You know what I'm saying? He hearing his favorite rapper, Young Thug or whatever, shoot him up. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know. He's not at the mature enough level. He does not understanding that these are just lyrics. This man is not really.
I
you
also
get what I'm
just
saying?
don't want to tie this into hip hop and black
because
songs like Amy Winehouse and drinking and that's the same thing.
I'm glad he said that too.
I think
you can't cancel a specific content or a subject because then you're going into a way dangerous zone where you're like, okay, well now we got to ban.
That wasn't my point.
You know,
I'm not saying cancel or take away anything. I'm saying if we really wanted to make a change for positivity and things of that nature, that is one way we could literally do that and make a big move. You know what I'm saying? If every rapper this year came out with a song about positivity and uplifting women or whatever it is, that this whole year make nothing. What you're saying. That's what I'm trying to.
I agree with that, but it goes deeper than that. Like because it's not just the music.
Joe is just talking about.
That would be a tool of
changing. That is a tool, but what kids like is when they feel like they can be you. So when you come down to the level, you know what I'm saying? When they go down to the schools and all that shit, and they be around the kids and they be in their hoods and their city and stuff like that. That's what really like uplifts the kids. You know what I'm saying?
So,
also,
they ain't gotta do nothing with what Joe talking about.
No, I agree with what he's saying. I'm just saying like I'm just furthering the point. Like yes, that too, but also. You know, go out and like let these kids see you in person. You know what I'm saying? And also these media outlets stop fucking posting when niggas go to jail. You know what I'm saying? That's all y'all fucking post. When niggas go to fucking jail, like y'all make that like a fucking highlight. You know what I'm saying? Why don't y'all post when a nigga invest in something? When a nigga do something positive in his community? And that way, when kids are seeing these on these blogs, that's what they feel like they got to do to get on. Instead of doing stupid shit to get locked up.
But taking it back to like what Joe said though, I feel like they most useful tool and they most influential and powerful tool is their words. You know what I mean? So like Joe's saying, I get that it sells, I get that it's cool,
Yeah,
I get you done been through it and
yeah.
stuff. But like I said, it's just so many. And I feel like you wouldn't have to necessarily, I feel like the bracket or it cuts off at, we're talking about only black betterment in general. So you wouldn't have to take it to like horror movies or the other genres because they ain't got nothing to do with black people. Not saying they don't, but we're talking about rap, we're talking about hip hop. This is us. No matter what they say, we all know this is us. You know what I mean? So for the betterment of us, we worried about this right now. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? All that shit can stay the same, but for us, the betterment of us, let's talk to our people. You know what I'm saying? We talk to our people with positivity, not so much because I can't even say that. I don't want to get canceled for that. You know what I mean? But I definitely can't say
already
that.
there.
I love what you're saying. I totally agree with what you're saying. But to get to that, you're asking for a lot.
Oh, definitely. But like Joe said, the key word though. Change.
But let's not ignore. Let's also not ignore the strides that have been making. Lil Baby, I've seen
Hold on, because what you're saying is we want more of that, but at the same time, it's out there. Like all that music that you're talking about is there. That Nipsey Hussle music.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna say it is out there.
Lil Baby just put.
That's not saying Lil Baby and the baby and one more artist, Roddy Ricch too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not out there, but it's the fact that the other context is so popular, not only with just kids, but
adults.
People want to see that.
You guys are making my point.
A life that they don't live.
He's just taking.
But what Joe's saying is, he's saying exactly that though. On the test trial, overload with, you know what I'm saying, go full blown only positivity. You know what I'm saying, for a whole year, just on some test trials.
Listen to this though. You can't really. I mean, I get what you're saying,
push positivity, but you gotta
But you gotta
realize these artists, sometimes they have to tell their story in order to sell music.
You know, I'm not saying
they can't really like they can't really push positivity if they only seen negative when they was growing up.
Yeah, sure.
But I'm telling you, I get that. No, and I get that. But the same guy you're saying,
it's fully just positive.
It's not buying. It's not. See, okay. So now we're on two different chords again. It's not about what people are gonna buy. If we're really trying to build, when we preach about, when we were talking about Black Lives Matter, how can we make legit change for our future?
That's more important than finance.
Those things, the popularity, the fame would have to be sacrificed to make it work.
Exactly.
If we're gonna really talk about the issue,
ain't nobody can speak that shit.
I'm with them. That's what I'm saying.
I love it. But in order to even do that, you have to take into the account that people are going to have to buy into it.
But that's
people
why
are going to have to want to hear it. That's what I'm saying.
No, fact.
Even if we got every artist out there to say, okay, your next album,
Well, they know we did. Okay.
But listen, what Joe is saying, you would virtually have to stop listening to rap altogether. That's what Joe is saying because it would be everywhere.
No, it's not what Joe's saying. Joe's saying oversaturated to the point they're forced to only buy that.
Okay.
Y'all don't let any nigga get.
Yeah, they don't. We don't.
Let me talk.
Okay.
If you're saying, even if we got every artist to say, okay, your next album can only have positive messages on it, and that's it. Even if we did that, there's gonna be 50% of the market out there that's gonna be like, all right, nigga, I'm tired of hearing all this bullshit. Where the ghetto shit at? Where the twerking shit at? Where the hood shit at? Because at the end of the day, there's always gonna be niggas in that situation. There's always gonna be niggas that want to hear that shit. Even if you have a playlist full of positive shit, you may listen to that. But at the end of the day, you want to hear some gangster
and I respect that.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm tired of making positive shit.
And I truly respect that. But I think what your guys are doing again is, it's not even. I'm not even arguing the success rate of that project. Like, I'm the fact that we took over a whole section. Music is one of the most powerful things in this world. Like, people don't really understand like how powerful music is. Like, how can it change your mind, your body, and like for real, I really mean that. And but I'm saying, if we really, like I said, we really want to make that change that we talked about when the Black Lives Matter, that would be a very, very unique and powerful tool to use. And I'm not saying that it's gonna work. I'm not saying, but if we, like you said, oversaturate, it's gonna put it in the minds of. If we want to surge with change, that would be one of the biggest things.
I agree with them, because when anything that becomes a trend, especially like when it goes to Black Lives Matter or like the LBG, whatever, like people just hop on it because they feel like if they not, then they going against it.
But what Joe is saying is, if you're locked up and you don't like hamburgers, and they feed you hamburgers every day, eventually you gonna start eating them hamburgers, bro, or you gonna die, right? So either you gonna start listening to this podcast, either two options gonna happen. Look, either two options gonna happen. Either you gonna eat that hamburger, or you gonna go back and listen to all the old music. Stop is gonna go. You get what I'm saying?
I agree with him, but at the same time, I feel like niggas is doing that already.
Let me play devil.
We're talking about.
How many artists do you know that push out that narrative constantly?
Okay, let me play devil's advocate.
Not the right niggas.
Hold on,
you right, but
let
not the
DJ
right
go.
niggas.
Let DJ.
No, not the right niggas. You want no. We want them. No, we don't want them. We don't want the conscious niggas to do it. We want the young dogs. That's what I'm talking about.
The NBA.
Hood niggas ain't listening to J. Cole.
That's what you just said. They don't,
not all the time.
Let me play devil's advocate and get my
what you
across here. Okay. Okay. This is the same thing that he was talking about with the Mark Cuban stuff. Y'all have good points, but y'all talking about some stuff that y'all want to change overnight. People putting out positive music, that's theoretically never going to happen.
Of course, I agree with that.
So
but we're proposing an ideal.
I get what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You would have to get basically all them artists to just sit down and say, all right, or basically form a union and say, all right, you can't put this out.
Pretty much.
Let me ask you this though. Okay, I'm so sorry to cut you. I really do apologize. But when, now I'm gonna go deep. It's gonna get a little weird here.
I'm with you,
but okay, so when slavery, listen.
Go ahead.
Now you don't think when William Lynch was giving these guys, all these different slave owners, instruction on how to do certain things, right? How he brung all the slave owners together to build a system to oppress black people over time and how to build. Like how to build a certain system.
You've been reading.
No,
he's just speaking fast. He's just thinking. He's thinking.
But you see how
I agree with
Joe.
you.
Why people empower like the artists, like the Waynes, the Kanyes, the Young Thugs? Why can't we bring these powerful people together and do the same thing in another way? Which
you making me mad. I ain't gonna say why.
I'm not using it in the sense of like. Okay, slavery might have been too deep of a.
I get what you're saying, but you got that same system, and he told everybody how many of you think did something different. Like, okay, I get what he's saying, but I'm gonna do something just a little different.
No, they did the same thing. He was because everything he said, and okay, I can't get the exact words in my head to say it, but everything that was listed on how to oppress black people. All the slavery, this has been documented. Like, this was the system. It's still a system that is implemented today, bro.
And yes, DeeJay, you do have the guys that are gonna do little stuff their own way, but for the baselines, they're going about this rule.
This is why it's hard because it's always gonna be that one to say, I see all them doing this, so I'm gonna do something like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you gotta look at you said Young Thug. He probably do positive stuff, but he don't portrays that in none of his social media.
But that's what we saying, DeeJay. Let this go. It's time. We saying to stop it though.
Hold on, let me say. This is why DeeJay is right, because you're speaking. Everything you're saying is correct. I'm on board with you. Like, you know what I'm saying. If you was campaigning, I'm voting for you. Okay. Because that's what I want ultimately too. You know what I'm saying. But DeeJay's point is like, let's take it for eras. In the '90s, niggas was rapping like this. In the early 2000s, niggas was rapping like this. Now niggas. I got your bitch on my dick. I need a doctor, I'm sick. You know, now niggas is rapping like that. You know what I'm saying? So now everybody's doing that. So for everybody to start rapping about positive shit, it could happen, but it's going to take years. Like, niggas, I'm not asking, majority of niggas start
by October, we need to shit. No, I'm not. I know it's going to take generations.
It's going to take more than just music. It's going to take more than music. Like, niggas going to have to be doing positive shit, too.
It's always, just like you saying, we oppressed. We still oppressed. And it's still a rapper.
The wrong way, because at the end of the day, nigga, there's just as many people putting out positive music as there is.
I agree. And Young Thug is actually starting to sprinkle in positive shit in his verses.
We do got to do that.
It comes down to the fact that the audience, it's who buys into it at the end of the day. Yes, niggas is putting out just as much positive shit as they are putting out negative shit. The negative shit gets on the airways, it gets on everything because that's what turns people up. That's what gets people excited. That's what people want to hear, blah, 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 whatever. There's positive shit out there as well. If y'all want that to be mainstream, you got to push that. You got to put money behind that. All these niggas out here was doing that. There's Nipsey Hussles, all these other people, but they get taken out. I feel like what y'all are trying to get to is like a utopia of, okay, we only have positive music. Okay, that would be great. But at the same time, that's not ever gonna happen. Like, it's not.
But see, happen. That thinking right there is my exact point.
You
because you're not. You understand, because that has been brainwashed in our minds to say that. We're never gonna be equal man at the table, because we have been taught that over generations.
Let's take the conversation we just had with Bobo. Remember what I told you when I was going through high school, and I'm just in high school, and no one's guiding me to where I need to go in college. That's the same with these rappers. No one's teaching them, okay, go buy some land instead of buying these.
But that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
It's gonna always be like that.
It's not though. That's the
you're proving my point again. That is an oppressive mindset. The same is always gonna be a way we continue to preach on a way we don't want it to be. But we're saying it's always gonna be like that. Who does that?
So the school system is gonna change.
We could do that.
Why can't we? Instead of saying
when we make it change,
we can't make school change. We can't.
I'm saying, I get what you're saying, that we personally, the 5% probably, maybe can't do that. Maybe we don't have the power. But I'm saying we have to build a mindset too, where there's no more, we can do this. There's no more, we can't.
I keep agreeing and disagreeing with people.
That's what I'm saying. I get what you're saying, but it's always gonna be, okay, if Texas go, okay, we're gonna push out positive stuff. Okay, New Orleans probably, we just still gonna glorify chains and watches and shit. It's always gonna be like that.
You can glorify that to be positive still. That's where JoJo's missing.
No, you know I'm not disrespecting.
It's still when you see rappers and stuff, like when I see Young Thug blasting his chain. I'm like, damn, I want to get some money
don't
like
think
that.
Joe's
That's
What
positive.
Joe was saying
Thank
is
you.
without the mentality of wanting to get to that point, we can never.
It's gonna
get there.
take
But at the same time,
massive sacrifice. Which I know it sounds crazy, bro. But what all I'm saying is, bro. All I'm saying is, bro. I'm trying to think of what it's saying.
I get what you're saying, but it's
we understand that. But at the same time, there's a difference between believing in something that can possibly happen and wanting to strive for that, and also there's a difference between having realistic expectations. And what they're trying to say is, yes, we can strive for that, but at the end of the day, as long as there's people in poverty, as long as there's niggas in the ghetto, there's always gonna be that negative aspect. In order to get to the positive, you have to push the positive more than the negative. Right now, the negative is getting pushed more because that's what's hot. That's the kind of music that the easy blah 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 bullshit music is getting paid because that's what's hot. If you want to start pushing that, sing the same shit over the same trap music that niggas is listening to, but tell them a different message.
I don't think Joe's trying to get rid of negative music. I think he was just trying to put more positive.
No, my whole thing was I'm saying use this tool we call music, which can literally take over the world if it was used in a way that I guess I'm trying to portray it as. All I'm saying is if we let go of the fame, let go of the popularity, and just really wanted to push an agenda for equality, whatever it is, we could do that as powerful black artists. Like, you know, like
because I feel like the examples y'all giving is like perfect example. You want to go to the gym, you overweight, and you like, okay, I'm gonna go to the gym. You're gonna hit it hard the first day. You're gonna go in there and hit it hard. You're not finna go in there, all right, I'm gonna start working on my legs and I'm gonna do my arms. You're gonna go in there and hit it hard. You're gonna try to get the whole round. So why are we moving in steps when we can hit it hard? You get what I'm saying? Our whole lyrics is what he's saying is the whole agenda of everybody would have to change.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
rap game, as you
And
know,
you will lose.
different.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
I
I
agree
get
with
that.
you. I'm just
I
saying
get-
niggas not gonna think like that.
I get what you're saying. And then, okay, look. And then, okay.
Joe's trying to change the whole narrative of a black person.
Let's just say that happened. Just like Allen Iverson, what he do? He came in. I'm gonna wear long baggy pants, and that's still gonna be the okay. Then he
I'm not
good
saying
ass.
to change how you dress or change.
Everything you're saying, there's niggas doing that.
But
So
no,
it's
so
like-
what I guess what I'm taking, you're right. But I'm saying I feel like if it really wanted to be a certain, like if every rapper in the game had a collective mindset, to do, okay, we're only gonna push this. I mean, everybody's gonna be on board. They're gonna have to be like a Black Panther Party effect to really make this work. That would give legit generational change, in my opinion.
But in a deep, non-disrespectful way, I feel like from an outside perspective, it looks like that
I'm gonna tell you why this.
we ain't tired of it. You know what I mean?
No.
Because
No, fact, you're right. You're
clearly, we're not tired of it. We not gonna do what it takes to make the change. You know what I mean? Because if I was I hope I'm not disrespecting any black person, but if I was a white person, if I was a white person and I was looking from the outside,
Truth, but you're right.
you're not acting like, or you're not showing me that you're tired of what the hell is going on to you, because nothing has changed about your lifestyle but little things. Okay, not nothing. I apologize. I'm wording it
There's a
wrong.
lot of artists.
I'm wording it wrong, but
I got
you
a
get
valid
my
point.
point. You
I got
get
a
what I'm
valid
saying.
point. I got a valid point.
You cannot speak from a black person standpoint. I'm speaking from an outside standpoint. If I was not black looking in on what's going on to the black lives, you're not showing me that you clearly that much tired of it, because you're still rapping about killing each other, which is our point. You're still not investing in land and all that.
That's not
Now
true.
you
That's
do
not
have,
true, bro.
listen,
That's not
you
true,
do
though.
have a small percentage of people that are doing that. But the big, but that's what I'm saying. You're talking about a small percentage.
You're still in that bubble.
Exactly. You're still in that
bubble.
No, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why it's not,
Not gonna work, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
know.
not gonna work. Okay.
You're right. It's not gonna work.
Even if every rapper push positivity out, every kids and people growing up, they like to see stuff they wish they can do, like negativity stuff, like the Grand Theft
We
Auto.
don't give them an option on that platform.
We're gonna take away the Grand Theft Autos, the Call of Duties, and all that other stuff.
No.
That's the same thing. They're gonna they want to see it.
Watch this. DeeJay, if
That's
you
what I'm
were a
saying.
white male, or not even white male, if you were a white person, How, honestly, keep it 1,000. How would you feel about what's going on in life right now? Just open up your mind right now. It could be racist, whatever. How do you think you personally would feel about what's going on in the world? Do you honestly feel like that you would be like it's fucked up, or do you feel like you would not care?
You cannot say that for every white person.
I'm asking you. I said you personally.
I cannot answer that because
I'm not answering you. I said open up your mind. You can't try.
I'm opening my mind, but
I'm qualified to answer.
Okay, go ahead, Wes.
What was the question again?
If you were a white person right now in America in 2021, whatever the fuck the date is, how do you honestly feel like you would feel about what's going on in the world? And there is no wrong answer. You would not be judged.
If I was a white person?
In the world,
that's what I'm saying.
Towards black people.
Because you're black. And some people who think
you
it's
can try. There's no wrong answer. But that's what I'm saying. There's no wrong answer.
As a white person, I would feel very uneasy.
Okay.
Because as the
do you agree?
Because
then that's how you would feel.
That's what I'm saying. He's answering that because he can't answer for a white person. He's not white. It's some white people.
But there's no wrong answer, DJ. He can
but
try.
I've heard white people say how they.
I've had white people. Some are uneasy, and some say it's okay. That's what I'm saying.
So how about this? Since you feel like he answered for the black man, me, honest truth, if I was a white man, and I hope nobody get offended, I'm not trying to. I honestly wouldn't care. I wouldn't be racist. I wouldn't hate black people, but I wouldn't give a fuck about what's going on.
Hold on. That's a weird topic because you're asking black men to put themselves in the position of a white person who, one, you don't know their perspective. So two, they could be a Mac Miller who is deep in black culture and knows what's going on.
Which is true, but you're talking about a fictitious person. I'm asking them personally.
That's what I'm saying. You can't tell me to be in a white person's body.
That sounds funny.
But I in a white person's shoes. Okay, now you got to give him context. Okay, what kind of white person are we talking about?
Whatever you want to be. It's just a quick quote pro. Like if you was a female, if I said if you was a female, what would you do?
The type of white person you talking
about? But that's what I'm saying. You can't use that argument because
it's not. It's just a random question. Because if you was a female, what would you do? It's just something like that.
Talking about
if you was 16 feet tall, what would you do? That's all I'm saying.
Listen to what you're saying. If that's just what it is, then don't ask that question because that's a vague ass question. Ask a more specific question.
But it's just opening your mind. You can say anything you want to. There's no wrong answer.
I want to shift a little bit.
Your minds are being open because you asked the question.
You know why?
I'm telling you that question doesn't benefit that conversation.
I was trying to get this point off. Okay. A reason why I said uneasy is because even though I'm 100% on your side that I wish that was the thinking, like, we need that negative music. I'm sorry, we just do. We just do. I'm getting lit to some negative ass music. Like we need that type of shit, but we need that struggle music.
Okay.
It is an outlet. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like why?
True.
Why? Because it's real. When nigga talking about going to get it, however you go and get it, you feel that. A lot of niggas that rap about that shit. Yeah, thank you. A lot of niggas that hold on, I'm not done. Hold on, Joe. A lot of niggas that rap about that shit are not even doing it now. They're just rapping about the shit they did. I've seen a lot of niggas like Meek Mill, shit, like I said, the baby, like Lil Baby, they are invested in land. They are preaching a positive lifestyle, changing the way they live. Shit, even Gucci look better.
Okay,
shit, like a lot
but
of
let's
niggas
talk about
like
okay.
But they speak more on resilience, not still being in the show.
That's what I mean. We need that, bro.
It's not negative music though.
Because to get down to the bottom, what you're saying is, like I said, we agree. It should definitely be more positive music. But the way that you were putting the concept out there was that, all right, this is the standard, and we're going to get all black people to follow this standard so that we can teach everyone behind us that this is the way it needs to be. Yeah. That can't happen. Because think about it this way, nigga. That would be like saying, okay, now we just going to have one political party, and everybody needs to fight towards this specific ideal.
No, what I'm fighting. I'm glad you said what you just said. So, would you rather have the therapeutic music or the change that we so-called preach about?
Joe, you can still.
If there are ways to get closer to a change that we literally preach about, do the whole Black Lives Matter. Every February we talk about what? Change, equality. If there was a way, if there was a legit way, okay, we might be a step closer. Would you rather sacrifice those lit moments, the therapeutic times to build for not just yourself, but your kids? Would you sacrifice that to get that?
You wrong, but go ahead, DJ.
Okay,
I want the therapeutic music. I want therapeutic music. That's how I'm gonna answer your question. This is why I'm gonna answer to you back. That same type of therapeutic music, which is making them millions, would you not want to rap about that?
What? If I'm serious,
if you rapping about guns, drugs, and killing, and you get $1 million after that, would you not want to do that?
But it's not
right now.
I would know.
Right now.
I would say that if there was a plan to do what I just said, I would sacrifice that. Honestly, if I'm being 100%, nope, I'm keeping it a buck. If there was a way that we can achieve the goal I just said, I would not take that $1 million. I
agree with Joe.
Because it's not about me at this point. It's about everybody, bro. And I think like that.
Hold on, DJ. Because really, hold on. It's not about. Hold on. Let me stop that too. It's not about money. It's not about money, yo. Change is not. It's not about money. It's about time. Okay, and all we got is time while we're here. And while we're here with the time, it's time to make change. And I get what you're saying, but change is not coming solely from lyrical content. Okay, I'm sorry, but I need Young Nudie. I need Young Nudie when I'm like going to work or when I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I need that shit. I can't. It can't be Chance the Rapper like every day. I'm sorry.
The biggest problem is that people just don't want to fucking change, bro. That's what it boils down
to. And you got to think about Jay-Z. He talked about drugs and money and to get to where he is right now. And he's a prominent black figure in our community. That don't mean just because you rap about that stuff, that don't mean you can, once you get up there, you can't change your mindset and then put back in the community.
But you're still dissing my point.
I think everybody understands your idea.
Maybe
we just keep coming back with pushback, so you feel like we don't.
No.
But listen,
I know it's gonna be pushback.
Let me say one more thing. In accordance to what you're saying, it's like you said. If that's how you see it, great. I would love for that to be the thing, but at the same time, I would never personally agree with you because I'm a person of free speech and the ability to create art to express yourself.
Right.
So at the end of the day, if everyone's making positive music, you're basically saying niggas can't make negative music anymore. Which, at the end of the day, I don't agree with that because at the end of the day, there's shit that niggas want to talk about and niggas get off their chest. What it comes down to is the people choosing what music gets highlighted. It comes down to the audience. If you can get black people to rejoice and show more love to the positive shit, if people can back the Nipsey shit more often, if people can be more positive like that, then that shit would work. But at the end of the day, you can't get everyone to be like, yeah, I fuck with that. Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah, I'm with that. No, there's gonna be niggas at the end of the day that are like, nigga, I just wanna trap, I just wanna get my shit, and I just wanna do that. At the end of the day, they gonna make that music, period. And someone's gonna listen to it.
I agree with you, but we need that. Y'all did kind of kill Joe's whole point because at the beginning of all this, he did say, like, a nigga like Dolph or like Moneybag.
I said
that. Joe did kind of say it like once a month. It would be like, Moneybag, make a positive song in January. Dolph, make a positive song in February type shit.
Niggas do that though.
No, I'm not gonna lie, niggas do.
No, we're talking about change that's actually gonna make a difference, not just having.
I get what you're saying.
No.
Okay, yeah, okay, cool.
A lot of people, but you missing the fact that Kendrick is one of the top artists in the rap game, and a lot of people want to be like him. As coming up,
but y'all talking about, but y'all naming, listen, y'all naming single individuals. I feel like the main point that Joe's kind of leaving out is time. We're not saying, or Joe's not saying, don't ever rap about, talk about that shit ever. But we're talking about priorities. We're talking about importancy. Exactly. You know what I mean? So at this moment right now, you know what I'm saying? At this moment right now,
yes, it would change the fabric of music.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
we're still under the lower class. All of that.
We're not. Yeah, like we had to talk with my brother. We're not equal at the table.
I was about to say,
and using a powerful tool as music will be a step closer to being at the table.
Here's what you would have to do. Every time you go around now, in your phone, take out all negative music out of your phone. Only play positive music everywhere you go.
I would sacrifice. I would sacrifice.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying though. Using that as a tool, but you got to look at the artists that make the negative music to get up there to make change. They do that as well. So if we take out all the negative music and just have the positive, I'm saying if you just have all the positive music, then we're gonna have because Young Nudie, I'm pretty sure can't make no positive song and it'd be good.
But that's on us though, because for them to get there, we have to support them. So why the fuck we still supporting
them?
That's
my point. If y'all want nothing but positive music,
you got my support,
Nudie. Positive music.
Okay, maybe I'm saying it wrong. I'm not saying it's a end all be all, but I'm saying that would. I'm just throwing out a suggestion. Let me say it like that. I put it there like that. That would be to me a very, very strong tool to use. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm not saying it's gonna ever happen. I'm not saying, but I feel like if everybody in the rap game, people that have followers, if they sent the same message at the same time, that would be so powerful beyond what you can imagine.
And when we get where we need to be, you can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
That's going to make a big change than just having a segment on ESPN about Black Lives Matter. The fact that every time you turn the radio, it's about a certain agenda. Do you know how strong that would be? Day in and day out. It would change.
The song that's out right now, your kids is dancing to it, and it's about black empowerment. It's all on TikTok. You know what I'm saying?
That would be crazy, bro.
I'm with you. I swear to God, Joe. Go check my ballot. I voted for you. But you're missing. That's what I'm saying. The bigger picture literally just came out last year. And before that, Kendrick dropped All Right. Like all these songs, God's plans.
Like talking about everybody getting together. Wes, you talking about single people. We're not saying nobody doing it.
Even though it's not the consensus, it's the biggest niggas in the game.
Which is
that
true,
set the trend.
But
that's what
we're talking about. You talking about once again already woke people. Only person you haven't said was just woke.
The trend that you're speaking of, I'm sorry.
No, you good, bro. Go ahead.
No, the trend that you're speaking about has not moved the market at all.
That's what I'm saying. It takes time. That's the point. I'm with you, but I'm saying it takes more time. We
but
need
more. If more of those big hitters did it, it would move the. I'm saying I personally, not saying in all be all, I feel it would move the market a lot faster.
But it's not about the big hitters. It's about the middlemen. Jay-Z did it. Fucking like I said, Lil Baby did it.
That's what I'm saying.
All these niggas is doing it. Joyner Lucas did it. I am not whatever it's called. I'm not a racist.
I want to get where you going, but every time you keep emphasizing on it, it sounds as though it's like you're negating the niggas that's actually out there.
You missing out on a lot of shit.
I'm not.
It's happening a lot about the big niggas. That's what I'm saying.
I get out positive music constantly.
Like the other day, like type shit.
Shit that gets niggas lit.
That's what I'm saying.
That shit that gets played on the radio and shit.
And I guess that's what I'm trying to. I'm saying if we exit out a lot of that, I say like that.
But in a sad,
you can go around everywhere playing nothing but
facts, bro.
Facts. Because your niggas is doing the same. Because
the Linda's point, bro. Like literally, like we're telling you, the big hitters are doing it, and it's getting Grammy nominations. It's getting like God's Plan was number one. Little picture, bigger picture, number one. All these songs when Story of OJ came out, that shit was number one. But all that shit. It's not getting traction. It's not changing the landscape of music. It's just a moment, like.
Exactly, though. But that's the point, though, because you're not showing me you serious. You're not finna go to the gym one time and be like, oh, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to keep on going. So we saying not just jump in and jump out. Oh, I dropped something good. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep on coming. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of y'all niggas keep on coming because you dropping. I'm talking y'all. They hear me. They hear me. I'm talking, you know what I'm saying? But one project, that's not good enough to me. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You know what I mean? Yeah. But keep it coming. You know what I mean? Because what that looks like to me is kind of like just a gimmick, or you just doing something just because.
Well, I believe the heavy.
So like how Linda said, you have to go. You know what I'm saying? You have to show this to everybody. You have to keep on doing it. You can't sit here and say, you know, oh, I believe in God, and you go to church only once a year. You know what I mean? Or go to church once a month. You get what I'm saying?
No, I agree.
It's different. Shit's happening. The heavy go with what's viral. Niggas not gonna get the positive shit and put it behind TikTok.
My perfect example. We were taught to do that.
Oh, shout out Coil Ray too. Positive music. Like speaking of going like
the shit that's popping is because it's viral. That easy.
Doing shit that's gonna make me elevate. It's positive.
It's easy to put a dance behind it and get it lit.
But see, the viral moments is a trap, bro. And like I say that in all honesty because we were taught to live, like definitely this generation has been taught to go to viral. Viral is a trap because once we're going, like say me and you right here are focused on a viral moment, guess what we're not focusing on? Black empowerment.
Yep. Not even that. But 9 times out of 10, viral is really a bad thing because all you doing is entertaining somebody else by any means. You could be breaking your fucking leg, getting broke up with, dying, anything, and you go viral. And anything can go viral, and people nowadays will do anything to go viral. You get what I'm saying?
Those things is what I'm saying. If we really want to change, bro, those would have to be.
It's the people at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And that's what
I was using. Is though, like, I only said artists because how powerful music is. That's the only.
My thing is though, I get what you're saying, but you gotta look at how people. Some people have to do the negative shit to do positive stuff. Somebody have to go.
But
Somebody
you
have to
don't,
go
though.
to.
That's a mindset, DJ. You don't though. You don't though.
This is
You
America.
don't, though.
This is
I
America.
get that.
We've been
But what
taught
you
not to
saying
think
is
like
like that because of our actions, bro. It's not it's only a
I'm
set
not even
system. It's
talking
only
about-
set like
I'm
that
not even
because it's
talking
the way
about
we
black
program.
people. I'm talking about
Exactly. I'm talking about the
society.
world. I'm talking about the world.
Eric, let me ask you a question, right?
We partners.
So, what do you say to the hood nigga that's in Atlanta right now, in the trap house, wanting to be a rapper, but all he got around him is drugs, bitches, money? How do you tell him to start making positive music?
I wouldn't, because what's right, you're not that influential, but I could tell you to start living positive. I could tell you to start living positive.
You want all of hip hop.
I'm sorry,
Yeah, but we talking about big name. We're not talking about you know what I'm saying, blow Joe, because who are you? Nobody gonna listen to you.
I can answer what I'm saying.
Can we redefine?
I'm gonna answer your question because you know how you do that. You speak to that young man and you tell him.
Yeah, you just try to change your life.
If you want
That's
to
all
In
change,
the hood, come on, y'all.
No, it's not. We just
Y'all in a
custom.
fictitious ass.
That's
Whoa,
not, I'm not saying one day. I'm saying
Y'all in a
no,
fictitious
Brian.
ass.
You should know of all people that shit don't just work like
I'm
that.
not saying
It
One,
doesn't,
two,
but
three,
listen,
four,
that's the
we should
point of
know
what we
that.
say. It does not work like that, but it does not have to be like that. It doesn't have to be like that.
But
one at a time.
Okay, listen.
One at a time, y'all.
Listen.
We stopped, right?
Listen.
That's true.
Okay.
We in a y'all are deep and y'all minds are way out there. But theoretically, y'all in a fictitious mindset. Because look, you have to look. Okay, let's start at the top. What do politicians have to do to be president? They have to lie to us, right? Oh, I'm gonna do this.
Because it's
Okay,
been
so-
taught.
Here's the way I see it.
It doesn't have to be like that.
Influential artists,
Y'all ain't
they're
getting what I'm
making the
saying.
positive music. At the end of the day,
Can we redefine what positive music is? If a nigga talk about throwing money in the club,
I'm talking about
fucking
a
bitch,
set
that's positive
agenda.
to me.
Okay.
That's positive
Okay.
to me.
We
Okay,
That
have to
sounds like you
start at the
succeeding.
I'm talking about a set
That's what I'm
agenda.
talking
I'm talking about a
at
set
the
agenda.
top. It has to be changed at the top. Even if they make the positive music and all that stuff, we still have a politician lying to us. And the black,
which is
and
true.
the
He's
black
not saying-
person-
he's
not saying- I'm not saying that's gonna change it.
He said help. All he's saying is help. He's not saying it's gonna
That's
change
gonna
all
open
that.
a
All
lot
he's
of
saying
eyes.
is
It's
help.
gonna get- niggas
Money's
say
gonna
fuck
get
that.
affected.
Okay, time
It's
out.
gonna be a hope.
We just had Barack Obama in office. That opened up a lot of young black males' lives, right? And we still have a young ace coming
But wait a
out,
minute, that was a perfect
talking about-
example. That was a perfect
coming-
example.
Listen. We just had a young ace. What's the name? Young and ace talking about his ops and stuff. We still don't have that. Even though we have Barack Obama, we just had these young guys.
But that's a perfect example, DJ, because before
gotta
Barack
understand
Obama,
that. You gotta
nobody believed there could be a black president. We didn't believe that. That hadn't happened yet.
How
DJ.
many times we
That's a lie because
That-
Barack Obama believed
No.
that.
Oh my
No,
God.
but
I just
that's
said
no.
before him. What are you
He's
talking about,
right,
DJ? I
no.
said before
You
How
said-
many
okay, you
times
said
we
before him,
never
so he
thought,
didn't
and
believe
we
that?
said it, there'll never be a black
No, he
president.
did not believe it till he got
That
he
was
even
once
said
a
it
thought.
himself.
That
He
was
said
once a
that.
thought. That's what I'm saying.
He
That
did
was
say that.
I didn't think it was.
Eric is right. Eric just hit a point because there was time before, and I remember us speaking about. We said there'd never be a black president. We said that. I remember this.
And he went out and got
And
that.
guess what happened? That's what I'm saying. Those moments
I've
where
never
shit.
thought that would
Well, okay, boom, there can be a black president.
And that's exactly
The
what
first
Joe was
time-
saying.
And all
Break
I'm saying
the
is,
mold.
it would take a lot of. It would take a whole lot of different shit. The same, like the Black Wall Street. The
Yes.
Black Wall Street. There was nothing like that beforehand.
Yup.
Nothing. Where money was being circulated in a black community.
And I think people still don't understand the depth of that, the realness of that. Like when people hear about that, I think a lot of people,
don't understand
how
significance of that.
exactly how serious
Yeah,
that
fact.
was. They look at it like it was a fairy tale or something that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying?
saying.
Because it sounds so outlandish. You know what I mean?
That enterprise can be
Once again,
wider if like I said, I'm using music, but if people like that had that mindset, it can happen. But we're so taught that we've been oppressed for so long. It's easy to think
It has to be like this.
bro. Like, okay, I use myself. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I could leave my job right now and find a passion and go do it. No matter how, if there's nights I gotta sleep in my car.
Yup.
I can do it, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm scared to,
Yup.
because I've been taught to.
And
I gotta have a job. I gotta have means. But if I really want to find my passion
What
and
you
make
gonna
a,
do? Sacrifice.
I want to sacrifice the iPhone. I have to sacrifice not being able to play the game. Those
You gotta
different things.
sacrifice standing alone. Most
Standing,
importantly.
no, that's a
Most
perfect
importantly,
example.
yeah.
I'm saying
we've been taught not to think that way. That's what I'm saying. We're still getting the press now because they have taken that from me. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
And perfect example is how you just said we would have to stand alone. It wouldn't have to be like that if we all did it. And that goes back to the slavery was a choice thing. We outnumbered these motherfuckers. Only thing they had over us was that mindset of that fear. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not keeping it real. Please stop me where I'm lying.
No, look.
Please stop me where I'm lying.
Stop the fucking presses. What he's saying is not. I know it sounds crazy. What he's saying is not wrong.
Please stop me where I'm lying. You said we outnumbered them like double. You know what I'm saying? I pretty almost triple, bro. But it's the mindset, the oppression that they had down us to where that we can't be changed, we can't be smarter than, we can't be better than. You know what I'm saying? This is a God and we here. You know what I mean? And it's still in us in another form of still life that's still going on right now. We feel like because the perfect example how he said
than that, but he's not wrong.
He said it was easy. Nobody said it was easy.
You running? Are you gonna run?
But I'm not, because I'm not personally made for that. But my thing is, if they did it, what makes them so much better is why we can't do it. But we all in agreement that they did it, right? So why can't we do it as black people? Why is it impossible?
Because of what you just said.
Answer this question. So the kid that's growing up, or the kid that's born, whose mama's on crack or daddy's on crack, how can they change their mindset?
I get what y'all are saying, but at the end of the day, bro,
you have to scratch to survive.
As long as niggas is still fucked up out here, bro, there's still gonna be negative shit at the end of the day. No matter
it's
how
not negative though.
But listen to what I'm saying, bro. They're talking negative as in the context of the music that you're putting out. Don't put they're saying as long
you
as
sticking on the music, Alex. We're talking about everything in general now, bro. We talking about everything.
That's what he's saying.
That's what I'm saying. It's more than just music.
Yeah,
that's what I keep trying to say. The music is a little.
It's not gonna be overnight.
It's about like
your mindset.
You're now going from music, which we passed that. Like niggas out there putting out positive music. At the end of the day, it's about the culture in itself. As long as there's still niggas down, nigga, there's still gonna be negative shit out there. There's still gonna be stories.
My point
told,
exactly.
That niggas are
if we focus if we focus our energy on the people that are down to build them, because it's not about this generation. That's what people don't understand. What I'm saying is not just generation speak.
Go ahead.
No, it's gonna be this is building for the future because you might not even see a real change in this generation. I'm talking about for the future. If we take the people that are down,
that's what he's trying to say. It's going to take time.
It's going to take, and then
nobody refuted that.
And then you have.
I agree with him.
And last point.
They're doing that shit. Kanye's building a whole fucking compound so that
I want to say it, but
he can have housing for people. All types of shit going on. It's just like I feel like from where the conversation began. What y'all were initially saying was like completely just unrealistic to say because the conversation began as a positive or negative conversation in music. At the end of the day, there's always going to be both.
Yeah, and what JoJo's saying is happening right now. Exactly. Just slowly. We're slowly getting involved.
You have to also be a realist. Like you still have not even as far as like black or race or anything. You have to look at like women when they have kids and they gotta take care of their kids. What they gonna turn to? Stripping. I can give me $100 a night and I can feed my kid. So how you gonna get them out of that? Out of that mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Money coming in, yeah.
Because I feel like people are working towards that every day. It's just that it's such a slow progress that it takes 5-10 years for us to see any sort of change. But shit has changed, especially because of hip hop. Hip hop has made black people a lot better than they are now. In the 90s,
you're not wrong.
It was way worse. You're right. Gang violence, all that shit was horrible. Yes, it's still around today, but even still, half the music that's about that shit is just talking about it. It's not as big of a deal as it may be because there's ignorant white people out there that just hear the popular music on the radio and like, oh, well, that's all these niggas ever talk about. That's obviously all that's ever going on in the community. Yeah. When it's not, that's the popular song. There's niggas out there. Nipsey Hussle created a whole fucking block to put his people on to build businesses and put back the community. Rick Ross has bought fucking apartment complex,
200 acres of land.
To put people in. I ain't gonna lie. Black people are doing shit in the community to better them.
And think about where they came from.
It's just it takes such a long time for that shit.
But
or they started their rap career. They weren't on that type of shit.
You guys are pretty much adding to what I'm saying. Like, okay. Now, this is what I'm gonna say to it. Like how America became America, right? How from England to now. You know what I'm saying? Those people said we're gonna make a state of union. We're gonna build something that that never gonna be forgotten, which is America. Mm-hmm. I'm saying even though it took forever, it's still happening. America is here. So I'm saying we could take that same mindset that they came over here with, and they used a lot of shit that wasn't right, but they had a plan, and that's America right now. We could take that same plan and make not necessarily our own America, but have that effect. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Because all I'm saying is nothing you guys said today was wrong. Everybody's points was right and it made sense. I'm saying it might take a effect like that, kind of like what I call a Wakanda effect, to have like everybody has the same mindset. Like in the movies, they had the same mindset. Everybody know what vibranium was used for. They know what they had to do. They knew their jobs, but they were stuck to that. It wasn't no extra shit. If we was to actually have that mindset where we're strict on what we want, it can happen. We could build our own America. We could have our own settlements, like you said, the Black Wall Street. We could have that going if everybody really wanted that. That's all I was saying.
And I agree. Instead of looking at it as some type of utopia or fictitious
but that
place,
could be reality.
It can be reality, though. It shouldn't be outlandish to us because at the end of the day, why should it be real? Because that's what we deserve.
We deserve
the reason why they burnt.
I just believe we're in chapter 1.
The reason why they burnt down the Black Wall Street because it was so scary to them because they saw how amazing that was, bro. Like, and I said I did some research. Like I said, I need to do more, but like, bro, we could really build that and expand on that tenfold, bro. That's all I'm
saying is I believe in everything you're saying, and I also believe that niggas are working towards that today.
That's what I'm saying.
I respect.
My last point will be there will never be a utopia. All black people will never agree on the same shit. At the end of the day, as much as we want everyone together to be on the same team, it's never gonna happen. Same way that there's red and blue, same way that there's Democrats and Republicans. At the end of the day,
oh, that's a whole nother story.
There's always going to be opposition, no matter what you say. And there's so many black people, and the country is so big, and the world is so big that it's never going to be a united front.
Well, we can get a majority of them, though.
But yes,
we can
continue to work towards.
That's what I do agree. We can work towards making it the mainstream, which is what you.
I agree with everything you said, but I do think it could happen. I can't agree to that because I think it can happen. Like saying
he's not saying it could. He's not saying it could happen. He's just saying it never will.
Yeah, it's not.
That's not gonna happen. Yeah. I respect. No, much love.
I took philosophy.
I respect.
All I'm saying is there will never be a utopia. I'm sorry.
Bro.
There's too many
niggas
opinions
do be
and
caught
too
up
many,
in that shit.
The skew is crazy. At the end of the day, it will never be a utopia.
Respect.
Nobody will ever just agree.
We would have to like white niggas out.
Like actually, the way he was saying, like if you look at the Forbes list of billionaires, you have to go way down to see a black person, like to the hundreds.
Because at the same time, even though a majority of black people will probably say, yeah, we need to better ourselves, we need to push forward, we need to move forward, there's still black people somewhere that are going to be like, nah, nigga, we want the hood to stay the hood, nigga. We want this to stay the way it is. Period. There's niggas that are gonna have that mindset, that are born to be in the hood, and they're gonna stay in the hood, and they're gonna die in the hood.
And that's why I said
it
won't be a one generational thing.
Yeah.
It won't be a one generational thing. Like I might not reach Sammy, but if I can reach Lil Donald, then Lil Donald reaches his kids and his kids. That's all I'm saying. But I'm gonna leave it at that.
You're not wrong.
This could be all that thing.
Perfect.
No,
I don't think it'll be 100%. We can get to like 75.
No, I'm not saying there won't be obstacles. There won't be sacrifice with me and Airrick preaching the whole time. Sacrifice. It's gonna have to be a lot of that, and that's same thing I said about my job situation. Sacrifice, like being outside the comfort zone, is scary. Trust me, I know personal experience, but that's scary. So I understand the doubts. But we've been taught to have those doubts.
But that's why I'm with you because, like I said, I feel like at the end of the day, it's possible. But like Alex just said, you got niggas that just don't want to do that.
White people that still racist. You know all this shit that we done explained him. That's white people that still ignorant and still.
But nah, we not even getting there. We talking about us.
I'm trying to get them to look at it now. Like you can't change people's mindset when they think something.
To your point, you gotta. Some people don't want to risk their money neither. Even though it's a sacrifice what you saying, but at the end of the day. They don't work that hard to get up there. They're not going to say.
But I'm saying that's what it would. All I'm saying is things like that.
What you're saying.
Damn, nigga, heart. You okay?
Yeah.
Shit. Too much real. They said, yeah, sacrifice. That nigga about to let it go. Nah, but on serious note, that's all I'm saying. It would take that you know, that, I guess, personal, I don't know what to say, but it would take something personal like that, like, okay, damn.
We would have to wipe out all the niggas that think negative and take all the positive niggas to an island and then take all the niggas with the same ideology and start over from scratch.
To be dead honest with you guys, like, the conversation is great, but to get to the point that you're talking about, like, you're getting into the point of now we're trying to tell people what to say and control what they can and do.
That's literally what we're talking about. It is, though.
To get to that point, to just think about what you're saying.
Respect.
Because what you're saying is to use your example, white people came in, they set a standard, they were like, this is what the country is, this is how we're going to build it, we're going to use slaves to do this. Cool.
And how many niggas,
Let him finish. We got together as black
finish.
people, and we created our own world. Like, I hate to use it, but like this nigga, the nigga Falcon just said in the Marvel show, he said when shit gets better for one group of people, it gets worse for another. Every time. So at the end of the day, if we come together as black people, we can do that. But you gotta also think about where that type of power leads you. Because now you're talking about, okay, well, if we can create the world how we want it, are we telling other people they can't do this? Are we telling other people we can't do that? Are you controlling people and saying, okay, we can't have that? And
that's a whole different story. But I'm not gonna go on that because that's a whole different story. That's that's mortality versus effectiveness. We can go there, but really shouldn't. That's a whole different ball game. If we really want to take it there, we can later on. But but nothing you said was wrong.
Basically, I was just getting to the point of what Wesley said.
Yeah, facts.
We can't get to 100%, but we can do 75.
We can do 75. I can live with 75 because it is, bro. Even though I swear to God, 100. I agree with you, but I'm sorry, bro. It's humans out there that are just ignorant, bro. That will never ever change.
Nobody today was wrong. Nobody
today was wrong. It's like ignorant shit. So.
I swear to God, like he was like,
yeah. So nobody today was wrong. So yeah.
Okay,
I'm glad we was able to have that moment, guys.
2 hours today.
Damn, we did. That went far enough.
Thank you for watching another episode of the 5% Podcast. Catch us every Friday on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook.
Probably the most heated episode
ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Kanye and Change.
Yeah, it's your boy DeeJay here with my fellas every Friday.
It's your boy Wes, man. Like I said, I'm him. Hot song of the summer dropping. Video shoot if you need it. Hit my DMs now because we about to shoot in a couple hours. Support. Shout out Low Key for the do-rag. That's it. See y'all next week.
You got the longest shit, Wes. Damn.
I'm doing shit.
I'm busy. Brian, I'm here. So y'all go ahead.
Johvan Lockett, also known as Johvan Lockett, man. Continue to support our journey. Thank you.
Yeah, your boy Rick out and out.
Fuck was that? I did. They said out and out.
Even trying to get us some more subscribers.
God, we got.
Trying to rock other people's shit on here.
We went there today, didn't we?
Not love it. That's good. That's good television right there. Real talk.
Anyway, like I said, man.
Matter of fact, no, you're